Lost Hermit, Ancient Specimen. Okay, who do we want to bring with us here?
Retailers. They partner with over 2,000 industry-leading brands. They deliver targeted promotions, incremental sales, and unrivaled data analytics. God, I love those analytics. To measure own properties, advertisers on the other ID.
They're bumping their corn.
You fucked us.
Boo, you sell out,
Selling out, baby. Dimension
Sicko.
20 is way
Science.
cooler. Dimension 20 Mentopolis is a wild, shenanigans-filled season of dimensional draw. Let's go. Mike Trapp, Shabbat.tv has
BBC series. They
It's
are
very
better than
BBC.
us.
We are suits. And lots more exclusive comedy shows from the minds behind College Humor. Dropout has apps for iOS, Android, Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, Samsung TVs, and Xbox.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
you, PlayStation. Get your
Okay, that's
shit
good.
wrecked, PlayStation. New subscribers, use the promo code DADDIES when signing up for Dropout's annual subscription. Get an additional 20% off your first year, which works out to just $4 a month. Nowadays, 1/2 of a cup of coffee a day for a whole month worth of content. It's a great deal. And also, I'm gonna say right now, I had a lot of fun with Dimension 20. I think secretly that this season is one of the best seasons they've done, and it's not just because I'm on it.
Not just because it doesn't hurt.
Doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt. Check it out. Go to dropout.tv. Use promo code DADDIES when signing up for the annual subscription. Get 20% off your first year and check out Mentopolis. I'm really excited about it. We recorded it at the beginning of the year. I was like, what happened to that? And it turns out it's coming out right now. It's out right now. Check it out. Dimension 20. Dropout.tv. Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you this week by Babbel. Wie gefällt dir meine Podcast? That's German for how do you like my podcast? Babbel is the second best way to learn language.
What's the first best way? The Matrix? Tank, I need to know German right now so I can understand Freddy's podcast joke.
Finding the true love of your life speaks a different language.
Oh,
Close
that's the
enough.
best way.
Living where the language is spoken natively and using it every day. That's the best way. Yeah. But everyone can't do
Babbel
that.
will render you unconscious. You will wake up in a country with no passport, no cash, no ID, no memory of who you are.
With Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in 3 weeks and keep all your memories. 1 in 5 Americans have learned a new language on their bucket list, and that's you can check it out this summer with Babbel because you can get going in about 3 weeks instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a private tutor or fooling yourself with language apps that are just games. That are just games.
You're
Don't
just
get
playing
those.
games.
Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel is designed by real people for real
It's
conversations.
me, Trace Samanas.
I'm Trace Samanas. You're not getting away this
all
time.
of Babbel's tips and tools
I'll find you.
are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching.
Ever since Quattro Zapatos killed my wife.
It's easy to pick up on how to order food, ask for directions, speak to merchants. You don't need your phone out consulting your language. You're just on vacation. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove Babbel is better. For instance, one study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is the equivalent to a full semester at college. With over 10 million subscriptions sold, Babbel is real language learning for real conversations. So, here's our special limited time deal for our listeners. To get you started right now, get 55% off your Babbel subscription only for our listeners at babbel.com/daddies. That's 55% off babbel.com/daddies. That's BABBEL.com/daddies. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the description.
Dungeons and Daddies live from Freddy's living room. Finally, all the gang back together. This is a Dungeons and Dragons podcast, not a BDSM podcast.
We're back together live, and we finally got rid of Jimmy.
Where we play four dads flung into the Forgotten Realms in a quest to rescue their lost sons. My name is Freddie Wong, also known as DJ Glenn Close. The Closer. The Closer.
Closer?
That was his name? That's the opposite of what DJ wants to do. They don't want to close the party.
Are you kidding? Yeah, you do. You want
How
to be
is
the
his
closer.
DJ name
Wait.
not Danger Close?
That's good. I'll take that. I'll take that.
Kira said
It's like, all right, everybody, you ready for the dance party? Let's get started. And Fred's like, all right, everybody, let's close this party out. And he closes the party on the first song.
Not the first song. Anyway, I play Glenn Close, the rock and roll bard / DJ dad of the group. You don't like that?
No, I just
it's
don't.
it's a lot of change. It's a lot of change for me, but keep going.
I support people being true to themselves, but honestly, I wish he kept that secret to himself. Like, I don't even know.
I want to say this does not apply to all real life DJs who are great and keep the fucking
Oh yeah,
J's.
name one real life DJ. Go
The
ahead.
guy at my wedding
Name
whose
one.
name I can't remember and Tiesto is a DJ.
That's the best thing
And
in there.
there's Skrillex and Dead Mouse 5 and Skrillex. And I respect them. They keep the jams jumping. They keep the party going. So DJs are great.
This week's dad fact for Glenn. Glenn, as we found out last episode, spends most of the year as a party and events DJ. A little Glenn fact, some hard-fought DJ rules that he's learned, sometimes the hard way, sometimes just common sense. So when you're doing a wedding, Glenn learned, don't play Gold Digger by Kanye West at a wedding.
Oh, no.
That's not a good needle drop.
They have a clean version of that for parties. They
Yeah,
must.
that's not the problem
You can't
with
clean up the
song.
theme of the song.
The theme of the song.
No,
Matt.
that's bullshit.
That's on bops.
I'm not saying she's a gold digger. I'm saying she loves him very much, and that's why she's with him.
Yes, that's the lyrics.
I think that, like, thematically, any song goes at a wedding. Your
Yeah.
job is to get people who don't dance out on a dance
Half
floor.
the songs people dance to are about horrible things.
I want to throw out there that not every song goes. In fact, the first thing any self-respecting DJ does at a wedding is ask the bride and the groom, hey, what's the no playlist? What are the songs you can't play?
I want to point out that I'm the best person to dance at a wedding that has ever happened.
Ooh, I've heard this claim before, Beth.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Well, invite me to your wedding next time.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together for about 6 years, so you're due for a new one in about a year and a half. Clear your calendar. Scratch that 7-year itch, baby.
Love you, Lauren.
Just listen to the show. That's why it's gonna
Not
happen. That's why we're quits.
She's like, she'll listen to the half she owns when she gets it.
That's great.
Hey everybody, my name is Matt Arnold. I play Daryl Wilson, a stay-at-home coach dad who became a barbarian upon entering this magical world of whimsy and danger and horrible violence. So, quick dad fact about Daryl Wilson. It's also about Grant. Daryl and Grant are 6-time consecutive winners of the San Dimas Pinewood Derby. Daryl is very into the Pinewood Derby. Now,
I can see that.
yeah, now to be clear, the last 3 years Grant was not there. He got out of it, started playing Fortnite, but Daryl kept submitting the cards saying, oh, sorry, he couldn't come tonight. He's sick. But he just loved doing it so much, and it still says, the cards still say Grant on it, and he just still
What is
goes.
What's the Pinewood Derby?
Oh, the Pinewood Derby is a Boy Scout or Cub Scout thing where you make little wooden cars and you race them. So it's all about like
Oh,
you put
it's like
weights on them.
when cool runnings. Slip this card.
Yes, yeah.
But they're teeny tiny. Like no
teeny
one's
tiny.
in them. Like they're
Yeah,
like the size
nobody's
of
in
a
them.
shoe.
Yeah, it's like Hot Wheels. It's Hot Wheels that you learn wood carving on. So yeah, that's it. So he's still going. We'll see how many years until somebody calls out like, hey, we haven't seen Grant here
Yeah, wait
for
a
a
second.
while.
Grant is definitely old enough to not be in Cub Scouts anymore.
No,
right?
the 12. I think Boy Scouts get 7th and 8th grade. Good try,
Damn.
citizens.
I almost had him. Next time, Lupon, I'll catch you yet. Hey everyone, I'm Will Campos. I play the granola munchin, crunchy munchy hippie nature druid dad Henry Oak. I did it backwards that time for some reason. Wow. My Henry fact this time. I'm going to open up the book of Oak Secrets. Way back in the day, after she first came to the Forgotten Realms, Hildy Russin saved. What am I saying?
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Keep going. It's all good.
What did you do? Was it funny? Can you share it with the
Yeah.
rest of the class?
You said when she first came and there's a long pause, not that long, but long enough that all of us got to look at each other to finish that sentence. Continue.
I'm so glad we're back in person,
Yeah,
everybody.
we can look at each other now.
Yeah.
Ooh, you thought it too.
He said the word cave. And sometimes that means something else.
Yeah, instead of nice, whenever someone does the came thing, I'm just going to say, good for them. When Hildy Russet first came, good for them, to the Forgotten Realms, she saved the life of a minor forest demon and was granted a boon. One wish that could be granted to anyone in the Oak lineage. This is a one-time only if you say the secret name of this forest spirit. So she never used it because this was such an awesome power. She never had a chance at life. She passed it down to her firstborn child, Bear. Passed it down to his firstborn child, Hen, who promptly forgot it when he came to our world.
Did you check with Anthony that this was okay?
Nope, first I'm hearing of it.
For years and years and years, this powerful name lay secret in the back of Henry's mind until one moment, a moment of such soul-shattering despair and horror that it brought him to the very edge and brink of his sanity. The name leapt forth from within his subconscious and sprung from Henry's lips, and the boon was unleashed, and his wish was granted, and that's how Larkin Sparrow finished potty training.
Damn.
Body training.
It was...
I heard body training.
I also
How
did.
Larkin Sparrow finished potty training, it was very bad at the Oak household, and they had a lot of shag carpet. Like there was a lot of carnage going on. And if Henry knew about this power now and could look back at all the crazy shit that's happened to him in his life, he still would use the wish to get Larkin Sparrow through potty training.
Very
Damn, okay.
You know what? I will say, we're a little behind the scenes. Beth
Little
and I both.
behind the scones. We're talking about potty training.
Nice. Right before we record, Beth and I were both like, oh shit, we don't have a dad fact we'll think about. And Will gave us like the most fucking teacher just like he scoffed at us. Like,
But then
like
we just
really
saw him read
unprofessional.
an email to himself.
And now I get it because look at the work he did. He fucking
Yeah.
like wrote like a novel over there. I get it. Well, you're right. I'm gonna try. Well, I'm gonna try
You know
harder
what?
next
Here's
week.
the tip.
I'm gonna
Here's
try
the
harder
tip.
next week.
Just 5 minutes before you show up, you think, what's my dad fact? And then you come in and you got
Shut the
ready to go.
fuck
I
up.
hate this. I am so personally just offended. Okay, listen. Hi, my name's Beth May, and I play Ron Stampler, emotionally detached stepfather and rogue. Fun fact about Ron this week. One of the reasons that Ron is so, maybe not nervous, but reluctant to really talk about the ins and outs of fatherhood as it relates to Terry Jr. is because when he married Samantha, Samantha asked him to sign an NDA, which is a new dad agreement. And, you know, it was in truth just sort of Samantha's way of making sure that Ron checked off the list of like, I will put Terry's dates in front of my own or whatever. You know, fucking Samantha's just a good person,
Just
you
a
know, like.
couple of himbos.
And so, yeah, he signed it without reading it.
Like any good businessman.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Anthony Birch. I'm your dad. So this is the first episode that we're recording live. So I figured I would take this opportunity to be, yeah, see, first ever. I would take this opportunity to be sincere for basically the first time in the like 2+ years we've been doing this podcast. So I'm going to very quickly compliment each of you earnestly. Prepare yourselves. So I think Freddie is basically the most workhorse human being I've ever met in my life. This podcast would not exist without him. The editing, the creativity that goes into all of the audio design, in addition to what Chad helps with and all that
Chad
stuff.
too.
Chad as well. But like Freddie was the one who like came up with the idea for the podcast and then like made it come into being. Like he and I and Lauren like sort of talked it over and like had the quote unquote the idea. But as Freddie was fond of saying when we worked together before, like ideas don't actually matter. It's it's doing the thing. And Freddie's better at doing the thing than I've ever met. So I'm always blown away by that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Beth, I think, is probably one of the most naturally talented people I've ever met in my entire life. Certainly one of the funniest. Every time we record, I always feel like, oh, I'm really glad we're getting to do this with Beth before she like explodes and doesn't return our calls and stuff like that. I feel very blessed to know Beth. I think Jimmy hustles better than any human being I've ever met in my entire life. If it hadn't been for meeting Jimmy and Freddie, I would have thought that I was pretty good at like staying busy. Jimmy is one of the most consistently upbeat and active and like just getting shit done human beings that I've ever met. And I find that incredibly impressive, and that's why I took him off the show, because it was getting
Nice,
on my nerves.
nice.
I'm trying to decide who goes last, because it feels like that's the one that you care the most about.
I'm so vulnerable right now with potty training. I'm literally gonna cry right now.
All right, well, I'll save you for last time. I'll save you for last.
Hit him last.
All right, so I think Will's almost unquestionably the best writer I've ever met.
Oh my God.
I think he has the best understanding of story and character and motivation, all that kind of stuff. The number of times that he's like sent me texts like, "Hey, what if we did this in the podcast?" and I do it, and then it fucking works out. So like, yeah, actually, it's specifically the fact that Nicholas is like the one who's getting beaten up on and is sort of the fulcrum for Jody leaving and stuff, like that's a Will special. Like, hey, that should be the thing that he like brings them together and causes them to break up and all that stuff. So I think I'm constantly impressed by how good Will is at
Will's
Red.
into fridging. No, I'm okay.
Yeah. Will's like,
Thank
can you
you,
give her like a
Anthony.
sister and then kill that sister, make it really sad? I'm being sincere.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Anthony. It's very, very, very nice.
Okay. And then Matt is, without question, the most charismatic human being I've ever met. Just through sheer force of being persuasive, managed to convince a bunch of us to play bad video games that we don't want to play, bad board games that we don't want to play, because he's such a pleasure to be around. He's an incredible good friend. He's also has an amazing story sense, and is also just generally one of the more sincere and thoughtful and intelligent people that I've ever met.
I love you, Anthony.
And also, my hairs are beginning to grow back, and so I have a bunch of ingrown hairs. So like, it's like they have goosebumps. So it's like my dick, my ass, and my balls have all seen a ghost.
Oh,
No, I'm not
God.
letting you get away with that. I'm not letting you get away with that. I love you, Anthony.
I love
Thank
you
I
too,
love
Anthony.
you, Anthony.
Love you, Anthony. I heard when the hair grows back, it's the worst.
It's not the worst. It's just like a lot of them are ingrown, and there's a lot of bumpies down
Does
there.
your butt look like House MD right now? Do you know what I mean?
Damn,
Like,
yeah.
that's double.
When do you go back? Like haircuts are like every couple months. How
6
often?
weeks.
6 weeks. So,
6
you,
weeks.
so you, every 6 weeks you gotta do this now?
Every 6 weeks, I get to do this.
Nice.
Are you doing the same
My
person?
bad.
I've developed a rapport with them. I'm not going to go and start a new relationship with somebody else.
Don't change horses midstream,
No,
Matt.
you gotta let them know that you don't need them. You need to have one that you go back and forth to, so you let them know.
This
like,
guy
treat me
saw
right.
Anthony's butt, and it was like Michelangelo seeing the slab of marble. He carved the statue of David out
I
of.
can't stop his art midway through. Also, all the sincere stuff was just so I could get to that punchline. I don't actually
love
care
it.
about any of it.
No, I love it.
So when we last left our dads, sort of, they were trying to rescue Nicholas from a couple of aboleths. After a bomb exploded the bridge leading out of Book Castle, Nicholas was swallowed whole. In the struggle to get him free, Jodie Foster and his son Nicholas both decided to basically accept their inner demons, so to speak, and turned into their proper demon forms and absconded to the infernal plane after having a nice, very brief farewell with Glenn Close.
Normally, when men accept their inner demons, they just turn into big douchebags. But like, you gotta give it up for them.
Yeah,
For
Jodie's
them.
like, hey, I'm an asshole, just so you know, but since I've said it, that means it's okay. The whole reality seals itself as Jodie and Nicholas depart for what may be the last time you ever see them. The door that you exited on the other side of the destroyed bridge, you see Boreanaz and his friends who are like shaking their heads free of the spell that you cast on them. And Boreanaz sees you all across the bridge. He goes, oh, where's the demon? Did we kill oh, our bomb exploded. Yeah, us. Did we kill a demon?
Oh my God.
We killed the demon, right?
Hey,
us.
Hey guys, keep it down here. We got a dad who just lost a. Hey Glenn, you okay, man? You guys shut up for a second.
You guys set the bomb?
Yeah, it's called a contingency plan, and it turns out it worked pretty well. So, you're welcome.
Hold me back, Daryl. Hold me back.
Okay, I hold Glenn
And I
back.
make a big show of like, I'm gonna punch you, David Boreanaz.
Oh, are you actually not trying to go?
Well, I mean-
no. Then I pull you back too far and we tumble. I feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
full on, like ready. Like he assumes you're actually going after them.
I get suplexed by Daryl.
Can I roll to see if actually I need dice?
Oh shit! Holy shit! You're right.
You don't want to use the app anymore, do you?
Hold on, wait. We need to get dice, everybody.
Oh my God, real dice! It's been so long.
Like, I haven't touched real dice in so long. Thank you.
I can't not see that as like her getting like a toddler playing.
That's
Here's your
exactly
dice
how you
tray.
have to treat me with
Can
the
I have a
dice.
kids menu?
Totally forgot we roll dice in this game.
Easy to pick up, hard to put down.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to see if I can find the lure.
So go ahead and roll perception.
I got a 19.
Okay, so with that, you can easily see that sort of still hooked into one of the shards of flesh on the still steaming and exploded stump of what used to be an aboleth's head. You can very easily see that your lure is still stuck in there, and you can take it out with an incredible amount of ease.
Okay, yeah, I'm really sorry, Daisy or Donald.
That was Daisy.
I didn't mean for it to be like this. And I just take it.
Hey, Boreanaz.
You know what?
That bomb really sucked, dude.
I mean, it seemed like it got rid of 2 demons, so...
Well, no, it didn't, in point of fact, sir. In fact, it nearly killed all of us and our children. And then, because a bunch of we had to kill the demons, and then one of the I'm sorry. I'm freaking out a little bit. Like, this is heavy stuff has happened since we saw you last, sir. And I just think you should be more sensitive to the fact that we've got dads here that are dealing with a lot of trauma that just happened, and then your drunk butt wanders in here, and you're just taking credit for stuff. And well, sir, it's just not very nice.
Boreanaz, after hearing that outburst from Henry, uses message to put a voice in Henry's head that is just him whispering,
You're welcome, baby.
What's that? It's like one of those ASMR
Harry?
videos. Yuck, yucky, yeah.
You watch those videos?
It means awesome silent
Man
reaction,
radio.
I think. Awesome silent man radio. Yeah, that's what it means.
You guys tell, is that what? Because again, I don't do a lot, but like I've seen that on. Again, I'm not searching. But I've seen that on Grant's computer, and I figure, boys, they're gonna do it.
No, it's just like a chill thing. It's like nature sounds and stuff like that, but it kind of gives me the icky wickies when you hear someone whispering in your ear. It's kind of part of why I don't like listening to NPR all that much.
All right, I'm
Because
just gonna
it's right
ask.
in
I'm
your
just
ear.
gonna ask Grant what ASMR is when I see him.
Nick like ASMR.
Oh.
Anyway,
Don't know what it is, but okay. So it seems like a normal thing that kids like.
yeah.
Hey, Peyton, do you have ASMR here?
I mean, he immediately Payne climbs onto your shoulders and then just puts his mouth way too close to your ear and he goes, "This.
Get off me, Peyton.
It's like I'm here. It's like I'm right here."
All right, I put him down.
So Payne goes like, "All right, so do we want to head back to Walter the Kids, or we could go straight to get Rod's Acre? Actually, you know what? Before we go to Rod's Acre, could you drop me off somewhere? Because I don't want to. Because
Could
if
you
Willie
drop me
shows
off
up, I would
too?
not want to."
Where, Ron? Your anchor?
No, before that.
Well, Peyton, did you say you don't want to come with us? I thought you were all about the butt kicking and.
because Willie was.
I don't. He was. I don't. It would just. I would prefer not.
Well, that's okay, buddy. You don't have to come.
Okay, thank you.
I'll take care of you, and we'll not go either.
Yeah, we could just stay together.
Okay.
You guys could do it
okay,
without
well,
us.
no, we should go to Walter. Let's go, Walter. We can.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, let's go, Walter.
We'll talk about it on the way.
Okay.
And hey, by the way, Boreanaz, frick you, sir. You're not a very good sheriff, and you're a big part of the problem around
I
here.
want to wing a rock at Boreanaz.
Oh yeah, go ahead and give me a ranged attack.
5 + 8, 13.
No. You barely miss him, and then once again, Henry hears a whisper going, "No, frick you, my friend."
God damn
Frick
it.
you.
I know that's not what nature means, but like literally, it is in Daryl's nature. If one man throws a rock, he just also has to throw
Yeah,
a
go
rock.
ahead, do it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll nature to see if I throw a rock
Yeah,
first.
roll nature.
I rolled a 1.
You throw your wallet at him.
Daryl's just for some reason disappointed and sad now. It's just like
Are we at full
the
health?
rocks.
Oh yes. Oh sorry. Thank you for asking that.
Did we level up?
Yes, you all leveled up.
Oh my god.
Everybody's back at full health. Everybody's
This makes up
leveled
for losing my kid.
Kids come and go. Levels are forever. You head back to the secret meetup spot that Walter and you agreed on previously. He found a cave this time that is actually behind a waterfall.
So we're dripping wet.
You're dripping wet as you step through, but you look cool. It looks hot. As you step through, you notice immediately a couple of things. Secondly, you notice the looks of. I'm doing it for dramatic reveal purposes.
Got it.
Secondly, you notice that the children that you left behind are looking at you with confusion and not a small amount of worry, having presumably noticed that 2 of your number are now missing. Firstly, you notice that Walter is inside what appears to be a sort of fantasy version of a wheelchair that he is fixing up for himself because his legs are gone.
Whoa,
What?
What?
Wait,
What happened?
Walter!
Hey, Matt.
What? Bro!
Oh, yeah, but Bounty Hunter had a scimitar. They call him Naz with the Blade. He surprised us at night. Got these babies from me. Lark and Sparrow woke up in time to like hit him, so I like woke up and got just out of the way. The blade was gonna hit my neck, but it hit my legs instead, so I strangled him.
Oh.
Wait, is he here? His body?
His body? No, I buried that. No,
Where did you bury him? Who does he work for?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, there are wanted posters everywhere from us. I think it's
fair.
Willie put out wanted posters for all the bounty hunters in the realms to come find us. So
That's weird because like my dad's name is Willie, and so you know.
no,
It's
your
your dad, Ron.
I think you're talking about your dad. Henry, roll perception.
Okay. I got a 22.
Wow. Okay, so with the 22, before you even see it, you can sense it in the air. In the moist air of this cave, you can feel a unique familial anger radiating from a corner of the cave. And you turn and you see that behind Walter's wheelchair, helping him with a couple of fantasy wrenches, which I assume are just wrenches, but made of wood.
They have metal.
Metal technology has not expanded to wrenches yet in the Forgotten Realms.
All wooden sticks.
You see Lark and Sparrow, and you can tell that Lark is pretty cross. He is fuming. And Sparrow goes, Yes, Father, there was a bounty hunter ambush, and he attacked us, and we lacked the means to defend. And before he can finish what he's saying, Lark goes, if only we had had a couple of Hulk Fist gauntlets, we could have easily beaten away the intruder. I attempted to fight the intruder with my normal meat fist, and it was insufficient. And now my good friend Walter, my surrogate daddy Walter, is missing his legs, and you must atone for this, Father. This is your...
Oh, my beautiful boys! And I run and I hug them and start crying.
You can feel Sparrow hold you and hug you back, and you can feel Lark not do that. And in this moment, your mind is cast back to when you first drew from the deck of many things, and the rogue card came up and promised you that someone in the future would hold a grudge against you. And you now know in your heart that that person is your own son.
Wait,
Lark Oak.
Dang, dog.
Oh, man.
And when he pulls away, when your two sons pull away from you, Sparrow is wiping tears from his eyes, and Lark is just looking at you with anger.
I can't handle this.
Henry is just speechless. He doesn't know what to say. I reach out for Lark. Say, Lark, buddy, I know what you went through must have been so sorry, and I'm so sorry I wasn't here to help protect you guys. But I know you did a really good job helping Walter, and I'm really proud of you. Okay?
He reaches out with his hand, palm up, and he says, "The gloves."
I lean over and say, hey, this is like kids like to test boundaries. This is like not the time. I know they want to do the gloves, but don't want to do the gloves right now.
Lark, I can't give you the gloves, buddy. I'm sorry.
He, without saying another word, turns away and walks back behind Walter's wheelchair again and continues to start tightening bolts with his fantasy wrench. And he does not look at you.
Hey, do you think like the fantasy, like Phillips head's like a elf name, you know?
It's a drizzed head.
Nice.
Great joke.
Nice.
Get some tool jokes in here, light in the moon, love it. Henry just walks off to stare at the waterfall by himself for a second. I give Sparrow a reassuring pat on the shoulder and a kiss on the forehead. And then I say, look after your brother, okay, buddy?
He smiles and nods at you, but you can tell he's very sad.
Holy shit.
I go to Ron, I'm like, what's Lark's deal?
I don't know. I mean, I've been through the same thing. Kids like to test boundaries, right, Daryl?
Yeah, no, it's yeah, it's
Yeah.
that's a tough one. I give Henry kind of like a hand on the shoulder as he like walks away. Like that's
Yeah, I need to be alone for a while. Henry.
Yeah.
I go.
all good, man. I go over to Grant.
So Grant sees you coming and he goes, "Where's
Grant, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Walter saved us. He's great. Where's Jody? Where's Nick? Nicholas, sorry."
Glenn sighs and goes, well, folks, here's the long and short of it. That Jody guy that you all remember Jody?
You hear four voices simultaneously say yes.
Yeah, that was like he wasn't part of the group alternate timeline thing. Best not think about it too hard, but he's gone now. And technically Nicholas was like more his son than mine, so, I mean, I guess they're good. They're taken care of, I guess. I got Nick Jr. though. I got this guy right here, eh?
Squeak. Terry Jr. squints really hard and pulls you aside, Ron, and he goes, "Did Glenn kill Nicholas and Jody?"
No. I mean, I know it sounds like I'm lying. But
Yeah, you know what?
just my
I'm gonna
voice.
ask. I'm gonna go ahead and ask someone. Hey, Daryl, did Glenn kill Nicholas and Jody?
No, of course he didn't kill Nick and Joe. They turned into demons. It was wild.
See, your old man was telling the truth.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, Terry, you know your old man? He's a straight shooter. He always tells the truth. Most of the time. He's telling you the truth here.
Yeah. I'll take tells the truth sometimes. Straight shooter, I'm not 100% sure on, but yeah, okay.
I shoot any direction.
So Sparrow, who is on the front of the wheelchair with Walter, installing some like blades into the rims of the wheels.
Hell yeah.
He's like, so Nicholas and they're in like what demon world now? And from behind the wheelchair, you can hear Lark say, "Oh no, Nicholas is in hell. Oh no."
Hey! No, Lark. What the hell, man?
Lark, that's not okay, buddy. You can't. You got to be more sensitive than that, Lark. Come on.
And he just goes back to working. He doesn't even look up. He just makes a noise.
So you all want to like have some barbecue or should we get? I think you know what?
Yeah.
I'll get Are you all hangry? I'm hangry. I'm feeling a little hangry.
I'm not even hangry. I'm hungry.
You're hungry? All right, let's.
What is it?
Well, I was
Never mind.
Hangry's hungry but angry. It's both.
Oh.
Well, I was actually thinking, I got a bunch of pieces I needed for this sick-ass chair you can see before you. I got them at a mall nearby, and I also saw they were selling some, like, magical items and stuff. I didn't know if you wanted to, like, You could check out the mall if you wanted to get some more stuff. You seem like a little light on
Mall?
Yeah, mall.
Walter, what do you mean with a mall?
Yeah, Walter, I know my way around a few outdoor malls as a Christmas music guy. What are you talking about here?
Yeah, so there's a mall. She's very big. She holds a bunch of stuff on it. She's part of the Mall family. She's an orc named Mall. You know what I mean?
I knew it was going to be something.
That's M-A-U-L.
She sounds like a hot topic.
She's Forever 21.
Is she dangerous?
No. I mean, if you try to rob her, yes, but no. The Mall family is known far and wide as honorable merchants of reputable magical goods.
You might know her auntie Annie.
Or her uncle, Paul Blart.
Does she have a daughter, Miss Fields, and they make cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one, right?
Yeah,
That was like a
good one.
name.
Yeah.
That was
We're
a
all
name.
doing
I
it.
could think of a name in a mall, too.
So yeah, that's something you can do. Or I mean, Swanker Hill is also not very far. If you did want to go get raw and Janker, that is definitely something you can also do as well.
What can you tell us about Swankery Hill?
So Swanker Hill is pretty podunk. It's really just honestly a hill. So the fact that your anchor is there, I assume it's just buried somewhere on the hill or something like that. There's no town there. There's no nothing. Just some trees and then a little hill that overlooks the trees. It's very very bland to be completely honest.
Why is it called Swankery?
Yeah, that sounds like it would be
Oh,
cooler
it was
than...
it was first scaled by Sir Edmund Swankery, and he named himself after it and thought he was really impressive. And he fell down and broke his neck. And they named it after him
Is
as a
he
joke.
okay?
Yeah. He went to live in a farm with all the other mountain explorers.
Well, that's good.
Okay, team. If you're not all hungry, maybe Daryl. I enjoy a good shop. Sometimes shopping is how I get. Maybe we should all just go shopping. Is that what you all want to do? Does that make you all feel better?
Consumerism, material goods. Is that gonna do it for you? Would buying a thing and a pretzel help you feel better about your life?
But you doing okay?
Yeah, I love malls. Let's go.
Okay, just all the family's gone. Like you're alone. Yeah.
Nah.
Is that Peyton
Nah.
or Walter saying that?
This is Pete Payton. Sorry.
Peyton, come over here for a second, buddy.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Hey, Peyton.
Yeah.
Hey, can you just... Maybe you're not the one to talk to them right now.
Oh, fuck you.
Oh, hey, Peyton.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't understand. Loss? Me? Your dad who died, probably, or whatever you told me? I don't remember it, but I'm sure there's some part of me that still feels it. Thanks.
Peyton, you're trying. Peyton, I appreciate what you're doing with Glenn. I just think maybe Glenn's a little bit more of a sensitive soul. I know not everybody can be as tough as you are, buddy.
No, nobody can be.
I know you're tough. I know you're a tough guy, right? You're a tough guy.
I'm a tough guy.
Glenn's a little. He acts tough, but right now, I think constantly reminding him his family's gone is not what we gotta do right now. So, like, tell you what. How about every time you think about something that you want to say to Glenn, you tell me, and I'll laugh because everything you say is funny. You just tell me, I'll give it a
Yeah,
chuckle.
truth is funny, yeah.
Okay.
I am too, huh? Funny guy?
What?
Is there a
Oh, hey,
funny guy?
Yeah,
Like
I hear you
McCloud?
from the museum. McLeod? Yeah, all right. No, you got it. You know what? This dad point goes to you, Daryl.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Yeah.
No, you got it
Thanks,
right.
Ben.
You know who I am.
Henry goes up to Lark and Sparrow and says, "Hey boys, so it seems like we got a lot to talk about. Maybe there's like a sort of a food court at this mall or something like that. You know, maybe even just this once. You know, we can break the old vegan rule a little bit. You guys can have, you know, maybe a pepperoni pizza or something like that, and we can all talk about what happened when I was gone. And I really hope we can all come together. Does that sound like a plan, kids?"
Sparrow's like, oh yeah, absolutely. That sounds delightful, Father. And Lark, or his voice rather, from behind the wheelchair goes, gotta finish working. He's not 30 suddenly. I have to finish working on this wheelchair for Walter, or else he won't be able to move. Currently, the axles are stuck. You can go out ahead. I'm going to continue working on this with Walter.
Oh, well, why don't I stay and I'll help you fix the wheelchair,
No,
okay?
this is a one Lark job. Thank you. No,
Well-
I'm good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you.
Lark, I know you're mad at me right now.
I'm establishing a boundary, Father.
That's healthy to have boundaries, but we all need to move as a group. It's not safe for us to all split up right now. And so we're all going to need to go to the mall together, okay? I understand you're mad. You don't have to talk to me, and that's okay. You know, you feel what you got to feel right now.
Let's have a dad huddle, just the four of us. Hey, Peyton, why don't you? I know you're dad, but why don't you be the dad that takes care of the other kids right now?
Hayden walks away going, kid, dad, kid, dad.
Hey, okay, so there's a lot going on right now. I think for right now, let's let the kids be kids. Henry, I'm sorry with what's going on with Lark. I think we know the situation. It looks like Walter can't move right now. I think just us as dads need to come up with what the game plan is, and we will tell the kids
That's
what's
a good
going
idea,
on.
too.
Yeah,
Gosh,
okay,
that's solid.
okay. What's the game plan?
Do you guys want to go to the mall? If we want to go to the mall, or Miss
I
Mall?
think, I don't know if we should bring the kids along.
We can also stay
Let them
behind. We're
build.
good and hidden behind this
Hey,
waterfall.
is that Peyton?
No, it won't.
Oh,
It's
Walter, wait,
Walter,
no,
man.
Walter, you can't be here because like Lark's working on you.
No,
We're far away from you.
You're talking very loud.
Okay, sorry. We'll talk quieter. Sorry, kids. We'll talk quieter. We can move farther
You
away.
turn and all the kids are looking at you.
We move farther away and talk quieter.
So I have 2 questions for the group. One, Ron, it's like this is your show up next, man. We got to go get your anchor, and that means we could be squaring off with Willie. So like, I just want to check in with you on that, and how you're feeling.
I don't really want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's just
All
have
right.
a Dad's Day. Dad's Day.
Big day for everybody's feelings, huh? Woo!
A mall sounds like I've lost a lot of my weapons. I don't have pants on. Like a mall seems like gearing up for Willie seems like a good idea. So maybe we should go to the mall.
Okay.
I would really like to spend some time with my boys right now. I got to work through whatever's going on with
Yeah.
Lark. I'm trying not to freak out right now, but I seem to remember one of those cards meant someone was going to hate me forever, and it sure seems like it might be my son, so I'm not feeling great about that.
The mall's safe. We can take the kids to the mall.
Yeah,
Let's do
so
that.
that's, retail therapy, right? Like,
Yeah, Samantha said that there's nothing quite like retail therapy. I don't know what that means.
well, if a therapist says it's okay, then it's okay with me, and let's go. It feels like we're all in a let's not talk about our feelings right now, and let's just go. We'll figure it out over there.
Okay. And in terms of, I got this. I walk over and I go, "Hey, Lark boy, let me see what's going on with that wheelchair." And without even waiting for him to answer, I just look at what's going on with the wheelchair. Like, how broken is it?
It's fine and has been fine the entire time.
Oh my
man.
god.
Yeah,
He said it was gonna take a while. It's already done. Good job.
Yep, just fixed it. Just now fixed it.
All right, kiddos, gather around. All of us, dads, we're all your coaches. We're all a team. We're all coaches. I mean, we're the coaches. We are all going to the mall. Sound
Oh my
fun?
God, we're going to the mall.
Run! Yeah, we're going to the mall.
Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you this week by Pretty Litter, and for once, I can speak directly.
Yes, Freddy's
to
got a kitty
this,
now.
'cause I got a cat. Hey, he's right here.
Little baby Temoku.
When it comes to doing things around the house, we can be slackers, and when given the choice between doing something fun or cleaning the litter box,
She's looking at you. She loves you.
but we use Pretty Litter. I use Pretty Litter, and it's been really, really good. Nothing beats Pretty Litter's ability to trap odor, which is fantastic. Ultra absorbent, it's lightweight, low dust, and 1 6-pound bag works up to a month without clumping, which means not wasting litter. And Pretty Litter's crystals
What does
change.
that mean, not clumping?
The
Is it not-
clay-based litters will clump
But
together.
isn't the whole point that it clumps around the pee, and then you can scoop out the pee?
Yeah, but you don't have to with Pretty Litter.
Yeah.
So, but where does the pee go?
Well, because when you
I
clump, it
don't
also
know, Matt. I mean, Will.
Where do we
I mean,
all
I don't know who you are.
Where do we all go?
no. Here's what it is. It's because when stuff clumps, it takes up a bunch of litter, so you'll always refill. Okay, it's clumping.
Just don't question the magic.
Just like, don't.
Pretty Litter's crystals. Pretty Litter's
People
crystals.
like you stop progress.
Pretty Litter's crystals change color to indicate early signs of potential illness in my cat, like urinary tract infections, kidney issues, and more. I didn't know this. I guess cats' kidneys just don't work.
Oh yeah, they're real bad.
They're real bad. Kidneys.
You gotta just be giving them water all the time.
And if that wasn't enough, Pretty Litter ships free right to my door. I never run out, and I don't have huge kitty litter bags staying in space. Like, really convenient. It's small. It's lighter weight. That's the other thing, too. It's lighter weight than other litter for the same amount of action. See,
Even women can carry it in from PetSmart.
I've been using it, and it's working great.
Freddie, you have a glow about you with this ad.
I
You
know.
really do.
Pretty Litter has the best cat litter I've ever used. You'll love it too. Go to prettylitter.com/daddies and use the code daddies to save 20% off your first order. That's prettylitter.com/daddies, code daddies to save 20% on your first order. prettylitter.com/daddies, code daddies. Terms and conditions apply. See site for details. Temoku, what do you think about that?
She's licking her ass.
Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you this week by Chime. Ding dong.
Ding dong.
It's money. Having a little more money in your pocket can help you live your best life. Yeah, it's called capitalism. It's the current state that we
gotcha.
live under. That would be like if we were in the fucking 1400s and I started the ad being like, Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you by our feudal lord, Ding Dong. He's here to collect his tithing. Having a good feudal lord can help you with the plot of land that you're working for your family. No, come on.
Dungeons and Daddies is
Chime.
brought to you by not having polio.
I
Did you know
literally
that
was
it's
gonna
good?
say not having the bubonic plague. Yeah.
Little extra money always helps, and Chime's online checking account's here to help you live your best life. With Chime's online checking account, you can enjoy lots of perks like fee-free overdrafts up to $200. You even get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. No more pesky overdraft fees and no impact on your credit score to apply. Ditch the monthly fees. Chime has no monthly minimum balance or overdraft fees, and you have access to 60,000 fee-free ATMs. That's technically, this is an interesting point, more than the top 3 national banks combined. You get more access to more ATMs. Because the way it works is you don't have to go to the bank ATM. They cut deals, man. Tons of ATMs out there. You can also pay friends through Chime no matter what bank they use and cash out your money fee-free. Signing up for Chime takes only minutes, so join the millions of other Chime members to sign up today. Get started at chime.com/daddies. That's chime.com/daddies. Here come the mandatory disclosures. Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and debit card provided by the bank or Bank NA or Stride Bank NA. Members FDIC. Eligibility requirements and overdraft limits apply. Access to direct deposits up to 2 days early depends on the timing of the submission of the payment file from the payer. Out-of-network ATM withdrawal fees may apply.
Wow. It's like a guitar solo for the mouth.
I think what follows from this point is like a fun girls in the car headed to the mall montage.
Yes.
Except
Everybody's
everyone's
miserable.
Very unhappy. Like the music's really like yeah. And it's just a bunch of fucking sad people and.
I so wish we had the minivan right now. I'm very disappointed.
Fucking Daryl's the only one dealing with anything healthily. What the hell is going on?
I'm just concerned about everybody else now.
I'm having a good time.
Oh, thanks, Ron. I mean, I don't know why I say thanks is not my idea. We all did this together. We're all a team. Good job, team.
So you come across a clearing where there is a very large, very beautiful orc next to a sign that says Mall's Mall, many things for many golds. And you can see a whole assortment of things. You see basically a bunch of stands set up that are all under the same tent. You see a stand full of clothes. You see a stand full of unusual magical items. Everybody give me a perception poll.
It makes sense because honestly, shopping's a skill. You don't always catch a good deal.
That's true.
It's true.
Damn. Oh my god. Listen, she's back in style now that she's actually holding the dice in her hands.
Back.
Yes,
What do you got,
Daddy.
Beth?
Okay, I got an 18.
16.
20 plus 4, 24.
22.
So everybody except for Daryl notices that one of the stands seems to have a couple of items that look overly familiar to you. They look like they might not have originated in these realms. They might come from Earth. In addition to that, there's also some other fun, magical, fancy-ass things. And the orc opens her arms and she goes, welcome to Mall's Mall of Things. How can I assist you? Would you like to try on some pretty things? Would you like to try out some pretty weapons? Would you like to punch me in the face directly and pay me 20 gold for the privilege? What would you like to do?
Hey, Payne, that seems like something you'd want to do.
Oh yeah, baby, here we go.
Wait, 20 gold?
Give me some gold. Give me some gold. Don't take that in front of my face and then take it away. Who's gonna give me the 20
You're
gold?
right, that's unfair. I should have thought about the price before I give her 20 gold.
20 gold!
So he goes, here we go.
Inflation is rampant in the Forgotten Realms right now. The Fed is not stepping in. The consumer price index is out of control.
So Payton cocks back his arm and he goes, all right, when you get to hell, tell him Payton sent you. And he rolls a 12, which is not enough. And he completely just whiffs. This enormous orc person, and he whiffs completely and hits the ground.
And then Glenn goes, can we get a refund on that?
She goes, oh, no, I'm sorry. I'll sell some final. I'm so terribly sorry.
Wait, technically it's to hit your, I mean, he didn't hit.
Oh, nope. You know what? This is a haggler. We got a haggler on our hands.
Like a light goes off. Haggler alert.
A bunch of autoballista come out from the stands. They point at you. And so give me a persuasion roll.
That's a 2.
Because I said he could punch me. It's not my fault if he can't. That's Walter.
Ooh, you're in a tough spot here.
I said he could punch me. I didn't say that he had to hit me, so that's on you. I can see you've got quite a amount of gold weighing you down, so if you want to just keep giving him until he can get it going.
Nah,
it's up to you.
sorry, Payne, buddy. That's on you.
Oh, I was so close!
Hey, Payne, you know what? Tell you what. No, I'll give you an allowance. How about that? Here's
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, would you save it? No, all the kids together. That would be weird for just Payton.
Hey, yeah, do we want to talk about giving the kids a little
Yeah.
allowance?
Something called Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
All right, boys, I'm going to give you each 700 gold.
Wait, what?
And well, how much gold do we have?
No,
how much
too late. You already said that.
No.
That's good. I
All
like
a
that.
copper each. A copper each.
Copper?
Yeah, every week.
Daryl,
How much?
Daryl, my son, my dad, if you try to hand me a copper, I will spit in that and then throw it right
How
back
much
at
is
you.
it gold?
I look at Payton and I go, I would never hand you a copper, and I flick it to him.
And he dodges it because you're gonna
How's your last, buddy?
better than that,
tell
baby.
You what, tell you what,
So
you're one
insane.
less copper from punching her again. That's on you.
And he's looking at you all angrily, and he maintains angry eye contact as he backs up and then crouches and feels around on the ground for the copper and picks it up and puts it in his pocket, still looking at you all pissy.
I asked the orc, I'm like, hey, what's like a good allowance for a kid around here?
What, Henry? This is someone who charges 20 gold to punch them.
A good allowance? Oh, I would say, I don't know, 300 gold per kid probably. You said 700. let's round it up to an even 700 gold per kid.
Most of the
How
games
much
are
gold do we
slavery
have?
in this world. Yeah, how much gold do we have now?
We have 1,003.75 gold after Liz Warden taxed
Wow.
75% of it.
I feel like Liz Warden probably talked a big game about how she was going to tax us a bunch, but at the end of the day,
No,
we
she
know our
took
taxes
it. No,
rate.
she took
If
it.
she was in charge, she taxed her. If she had a guy above her who prevented her from doing that, it'd be something else.
How about a gold a kid?
A gold a kid. You know, all right,
That's even.
here you go, boys, and I give each of them a gold, and I say, you buy whatever you want, as long as it's 1 gold. And, you know, then we'll all go, and then we'll all show each other what we got. How about that?
So Sparrow goes, that's an excellent idea. 1 gold, 1 gold. Let's see if we can find some candy, some sweet
I
treats.
go,
Come with me, brother.
I go to the kids and I go, if you guys all give me 1 gold, I'll give you 2 gold later.
I lean over to Grant. I give him a dollar. I go, do not give Glenn your gold.
And I
Grant."
go, see, this is a investment opportunity, and if you act now, you'll be able to double your gold.
Sparrow's like, ooh, that sounds like a good, and then begins to give you the 1 gold, and then Lark just grabs his hand and looks at him and solemnly just shakes his head.
No takers? Oh, all right.
No takers.
Hey, what about Nick Jr.? Nick Jr. gonna get gold too, right? I give a gold to Nick Jr.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Starts nibbling on
I
it.
shoot a look to Daryl like, don't know what's about.
Do you want to deal with it right now?
I don't.
Right now?
Oh, look at these nibbling on it, little guy, huh?
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
He's chewing on it. Oh, it's so cute.
and he
Little
doesn't
nibbles.
get a dent, and I'm like, wait a minute, this gold is not real. No, it's real.
Don't worry, listeners. It's real fake gold.
Nice.
So yes, the kids group up and they sort of go off and start looking at the different ooze. What would you like to do? You want to go?
They
for
come back with like 1,000 airheads. Like, you guys remember airheads?
I fucking
AKA
love
the cheapest candy ever.
Yes.
I remember the drugstore like by my house. It was just like 10 for $1. I just did not care.
Airheads was definitely designed like they had like a Don Draper moment where like, gentlemen, kids opt to get $1 and go to the snack bar. We shall make a candy where they get 10 of ours, and we will always win. They don't have to taste good. They don't have to be particularly good. But
That's
they'll get
really
10
funny.
of them.
That's gotta be true.
Like big Jolly Ranchers sitting there be like, damn it, Airheads is fucking eating our lunch.
I like that they're called White Mystery, and so am I.
Okay, so in the clothing area, there's a whole bunch of cool, there's some armor pieces, but mostly it's just really nice, really decorative clothing that you can grab.
So here's the thing. You may have noticed me wearing these boxers that
I
say-
did notice that, yeah. I didn't want to ask because I didn't want to be rude, but yeah, not a lot of pants on you fellas.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm kind of, cursed in a cool way. That's why my boxers say cool guy. So, is there a pair of pants or anything, a kilt or a jumpsuit or anything like that I could cover up my legs with so they don't get so chilly?
Well, let's see. We got thigh-high socks. We got thigh-high boots.
I think we found our answer. Holy shit, we found the answer. Because if you can't do pants from the belt
my
down, you can still
goodness.
pants from the ankles
All the
up.
way up to the crotch.
Blow up.
Yes, I would like, I mean,
You want to try them on first?
sure, I'll
Wait, Ron, do you want to try on a bunch of them and we can tell you how they look? Like, you know?
Sure, yeah, okay.
So she takes you over to a little, it sort of looks like a porta potty, but it's big enough to get dressed in. It's just a dressing room, essentially, and closes the curtain.
You just say it's a dressing room, Anthony.
I mean,
No, because it's fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see if I can buy a surprise for everybody. How can I do that? I want to ask you without them all knowing.
I think you get to make up what you're buying them, and if I decide that it's too overpowered, I will say, no, you didn't buy that. You bought something else.
I just think while they're all trying on Ron's, I'm looking for a custom.
Is that what we're calling thigh highs now? Is
Ron's.
Ron's?
We need to start selling Rons.
Is there like somebody that can sew stuff?
Maybe you can beckon Maul over because everybody's distracted by the great fashion show that's about to happen where they're going to alternately nod their heads and shake their heads really irritatedly if it comes out in something bad like in a rom-com. So Maul goes, yeah, what do you need? I can definitely sew something for you. Let's go over here and you want to get some secret gifts to your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Let's chit-chat. and the audio fades out on that as you do whatever you're about to do. One montage of Ron trying on different Rons later. Actually, no, let's
Uptown Ron.
You know what happens? Maul comes to you with a big box that's got some Rons inside them, and you reach toward it, and he snaps it on your hands, and you go, ah! Like in Pretty Woman.
Okay, yay.
And then you take those.
Sorry, I'm deep into Google image search for thigh-high tube socks.
Do you realize what we've done? We have made it so that if we are ever at a convention, we will know if somebody is listening to our show from a mile away, because they'll be the person walking on the convention floor wearing
The cool guy boxers and
They will be the person who is arguing with the security guard demanding to be let in to the convention.
Yes. What's it look like, Ron?
They look really great. Standard sort of American tube socks where there's the stripes at the top, but the only difference is they go up to my thighs.
Do they have the gold toe at the bottom?
Yeah, they have a little patch on the toe and a little patch on the heel. And they're even kind of off color like a lot of tube socks are. They kind of look like they've been around for a while, and maybe like they're not new, maybe they were in a drawer somewhere or whatever, but you know what? They look great.
They look great, Ron. You look fantastic in those. Hey, I was wondering, what do you have with like a lot of pockets? We have these things called cargo shorts in our world, and I'm trying to I feel like I'm losing touch with a lot of stuff lately, so psychologically I feel like I want a lot of pockets on my pants.
Henry, I was thinking jeans. Now, you're right. That's cargo. We got cargo it up.
Do you do cargo stuff?
Also about my tube socks is that they have the little grip on the bottom.
Yes.
Like baby
Yes,
baby
I
shoes,
love
baby socks.
Yes, socks with grip, little studded grips, so that you can't slide around.
I'm not gonna be sliding anywhere.
Nice.
Certainly not in anybody's DMs. As you request cargo shorts, Maul the Orc shows you a bunch of skins from different fantasy creatures that have been murdered in, well, not murdered, not murdered, murdered in the skin
Meat
that had
is
natural
murder.
like pouches, like kangaroo type things, but they had like multiple pouches.
Do not have pockets in this world? I don't understand it.
No, absolutely not. You can tell that these things used to be very cute.
Okay, I'm wondering if you could do like a custom job for me. Do you see like this bag I'm holding? And I show like my backpack. Like, and I show it to the clothier. So could you make like a pair of pants that have like smaller versions of this bag sewn onto the pants? That's kind of what I'm asking.
As you're
for.
saying that, you can see the orc's jaw just drop lower and lower. And she grabs you by the lapels and she says, "You said that in my store, that means it's my intellectual property."
That's okay, as long as all I want in return is maybe a free pair of shorts in my size and then 2 smaller shorts for my sons.
Yeah, shut up. Yes, absolutely, yes. She grabs your Ron socks and then slowly rolls them off of you very carefully and goes, "Yes, pockets for everybody. Okay, give me 1 second." She goes into a little workshop that's behind the mall, and you hear like cartoon like hammering and nailing and and like
That's how you make clothes.
Yeah, smoke's coming off from it in the background. Yeah. You hear like train whistle and stuff. And she comes out and
Sweat dripping off her brow.
and she goes, "This is my finest work." And Ron, she hands you the exact same socks that you were wearing, but now there are 2 little pockets in the back that would rest right behind your knees.
Yeah, so making it impossible to sit.
So it's very difficult to sit if there's anything in them. Henry, she makes you some really nice knitted together leather pants. There is more pocket than not pocket on these things.
Damn.
Pockets as far as the eye can see. It's like a Rob Liefeld drawing.
Nice.
I get the kangaroo pants, by the way.
Yeah, you get the dead kangaroo. And then she also says, and as Daryl requested, and Daryl, why don't you go ahead and tell them what they see?
Hey guys, I got us all uniforms. So I got polo shirts for everybody. They say doodlers and your last names. And how does the sketch look? I asked them to do a sketch of like the 4 dads, kind of like the Pep Boys logo. And you know, like big heads. Those guys are a goof. So I just thought like it would look great.
Can
so
you
like,
imagine? Can
Holy
you fucking wrap
shit.
your mind around like
Hold on,
not
I'm
thinking-
just-
Ooh! I just rolled with advantage to see how good the Pep Boys logos turned out. She got a natural 20.
It's like, no, Mom, I don't want to look like the Backstreet Boys. I want to look like the Pep
it
Boys.
says Dad Boys, and there's like an ampersand hidden there, but just looks like Dad Boys.
I'm looking for something that says, "Cars like me, people love me."
And there's even one for Nick Jr. He made a little tiny one for the
Oh,
rat.
that is very cute.
Hey, thanks.
Wow,
hey.
this is really swell, Daryl. Golly gee whiz.
Well, we're a
look.
team. I just think, we've done good. It's
Is
been
my
tough.
head this big?
No, that's what makes it funny.
Oh, okay. All right.
you can see Grant and Terry are like, "Ooh."
Here you go, Grant. Here you go, Payne. Put this bad boys on. We're a team, everybody.
It's like, hell yeah, everybody puts them on. They're super psyched, except for Lark, who
well,
uses-
I mean, they have to choose if they put them on or not.
Oh, I put mine. Oh,
hell
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, I put mine on, yeah. I helped little Nick Jr. with his on as well.
yeah, Nick puts
Hey,
his
Ron, you
on.
putting yours on?
Yeah, what does it look like again?
It's vomit green. It's a really ugly green.
It's a green polo shirt. You know, polo shirts are those things that hold a really good graphic design.
Hey, Ron, everybody, it's got a pocket.
Fucking Anthony with this kill shot merch burn out of nowhere.
Okay, yeah, I put it on.
All right.
All right, so yeah.
That's the least happy I've heard you ever sound on this podcast.
I'm sorry. It's
Sorry,
like,
fan art. We all look the same now.
I really liked Ron's like rumpled business.
You can
thing.
find an excuse to get it ripped or take it off
You
later.
take it off like 2 seconds later.
Yeah. Who knows?
But yeah, Lark just uses it to clean off some grease from Walter's wheelchair. He does not put it on.
Was Walter wearing?
Well, Walter's like, oh, hell yeah. And he's like, oh, you didn't, I'm not on here. I kind of been defending your kids, kind of
Walter,
lost my legs defending your kids, and you didn't.
Wait, that's you
Walter, I
right
take
there.
off my shirt and I rip it in half. Walter, forgive me. I bend down and go, however much it'll cost, I would like the same set of shirts with his face on it now, and I put down another like 20 gold. I say, just do it for me.
So again, hammer, 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 saw noise, drill noise, a gunshot noise for some reason. She comes out and it's the same thing, but now Walter's there as well, and it looks great.
How good does Walter look, though?
Well, I'm gonna keep rolling with a 20 and say that Walter looks fantastic.
Well, now I have two of these shirts I don't really
Well,
like.
All right. It's okay, Ron. I know it's not everybody's style. I get it.
All
Put
right.
on the new shirt over the old shirt. Layered polos
Pants on pants,
from
shirts on
Aero
shirts.
Pastel.
So we all got clothes.
Yes, you all got clothes. There's also that booth that had things from Earth.
Yeah. Earth booth.
Earth thing.
Well, Daryl didn't notice, so I have the excuse.
10 pristine pairs of cargo shorts.
The sharper image. Oh, they made this massage chairs.
Yeah, but the sharper image is where she keeps all of her knives.
Ah, makes sense.
As you come to this particular booth that has a bunch of items, you can see,
Good for us.
bizarrely, good for us, you can see what seems to be a television remote control, what seems to be a beer koozie,
Daryl's eyes are so wide right now.
a dollar, silver dollar coin, and then you see a boot with what looks to be like some sort of machinery attached to the heel of the boot.
Like Heelys? Are they Heelys?
Oh, man.
You can investigate them and
I would
find out
like
if
to
you
investigate all of them.
Okay, so if you pick up one of them and give me an Arcana roll to see if you can figure out what they do.
I'm gonna stare hard. Oh, natural 20 plus 3.
Okay, well, with that, let's just say you know what they all do then. Okay.
Yeah, Glenn is a master of mall shit. Remember? Glenn
Yeah.
You
did
are.
a bunch of mall gigs. He's like, I know everything that gets sold in the mall.
Okay,
How
so
do we
these
know
are
anymore?
Yeah.
When did the lies end, Glenn?
these are 4 items that were submitted by our patrons.
Yay.
So the first one, the remote control, is called the Stick of Functions.
I'll show you a stick of.
Good for you.
I'll show you a stick that functions.
Nice.
So this item was created by somebody who credits themselves as Camerama Ding Dong III. Thanks, must be nice. It's a magical television remote that allows the user to utilize any remote functions you might see on a traditional television remote and apply them to a target. Whether that be turning up the volume, muting a party member, or...
Holy shit.
And it says here in pausing time, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is not a VHS remote as well. It is a TV remote.
I mean, TV's
DVR.
paused now.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. You're right.
Welcome
Sorry,
to the
I'm
20th
stuck in the
century.
90s. The enemy has to make a Constitution saving roll higher than 13.
Too low.
Which is pretty low. Or they fall victim to the command for 1 minute. In order to use the remote, another party member must have it, and you must, in traditional dad fashion, ask, hey, can you pass me the remote, even if it's directly in front of you?
Can I check if there's batteries in it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll.
A 3.
No batteries.
I knew it. Too powerful.
You can probably find some ways to magically get some batteries together, but right now, it's not useful.
Batteries sold separately.
Batteries still separately.
Never the batteries in the remote. Fucking Grant, was that? I'm sorry. Why is it fucking?
What?
Grant,
Grant's over
sorry.
there looking at Cam.
Sorry,
He's
you're
like,
right.
what the fuck did I do?
Grant, where are the batteries for the... Oh, I'm sorry.
You put them in your controller? in a Fortnite machine?
It's my Xbox. It's got an Xbox controller.
What the frick?
What the frick?
Okay, so you've got, and then the second item. Second item is from Mike Hicks. Thank you, Mike. It is the Beer Koozie of Truth. You can add this koozie to any can, mug, stein, cup, whatever, and anyone who drinks from that vessel loses the ability to lie for 3 questions.
Ooh, that's so good.
That's me after 3 or 4
Nice,
Michelob
nice.
Lights, am I right?
Yeah.
And you're still gonna have to convince somebody to drink from it. The coin, this was just given to us by someone named Michael. Thank you, Michael. It's the all or nothing coin. It's a coin that can be flipped in place of a D20 roll. Heads is a natural 20, tails is a natural 1.
That's good.
That's very cool.
You can only use it once per long rest.
That's a cool
That's a
item
cool one.
idea.
Wow.
And the last one is...
Can I use it to check if there's battery somewhere in the store?
You'd have to buy it.
Can I use it to fix my relationship with my son?
You'd have to buy it. And a 1 that your son's gonna murder you. And the final one, the boots with the machinery attached to it, it was sent to us by Ryan Peterson. Thank you, Ryan. It is a single jet boot.
Single jet boot.
End of description. He described more, but I think you pretty much know what a single jet boot would do. Okay, so
Why
yeah,
is it single?
because its intelligence is intimidating to men.
It's an incel, Beth.
It's an insole, Will.
An insult. God damn it.
Oh god.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. It's the insole.
Insole.
Oh no.
Okay, so yeah.
How much do they all cost?
The mall looks at you and Maul says, these are magical, these are very useful. Clearly, each of them is going to be 300 gold. You'll notice there are
Is
4.
that really the price, or is it because you know we have 1,000 gold?
Little this, little of that, little this, little that.
Tell you what, all 4, 300.
You may be the worst negotiator ever. Go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage. That is a horrible haggle.
Buy the coin and then go all or nothing on a persuasion for the rest of them.
Tell you the coin for 200.
Make a persuasion roll.
Is that one disadvantage? Because it's just one.
No, that's
item.
no, yeah, it's a normal persuasion.
Yes, Glenn, you want to pitch in here, Mr. Persuasion Rolls?
No, I want to see if Daryl do
You
it.
know it's bad if I'm checking which one it
So
is.
it's a 6 or a 9.
It's a 6.
Okay, so she goes, 300. I like you guys. You probably just started an entirely new business, an entirely new style of clothing.
After we gave you cargo
Did
shorts.
somebody say business?
All right, 300. Oh, go
We
Guar.
should let the businessman
Yeah.
Ron, what do you
negotiate.
got?
We'll take it for 300.
Deal. She shakes your hand, she takes the 300 gold, and hands you the silver dollar.
We
All
would
or
like
nothing.
to get all the rest of the items for you paying us 1,000.
All right, but that's a disadvantage.
Anthony
No, I
choked
want
on
to use the coin on it.
Yeah, you
Chico.
can use the coin at disadvantage. You're gonna flip the coin twice, and you're gonna take the worst of the 2 because that's still insane.
Do it. Roll the
All right,
bones.
we do
Live
it.
large.
I want to flip a real coin.
Hold on, hold on.
Does somebody have a coin?
Not only do I have a real coin, I have, as a result of doing fucking magic tricks, a real silver dollar.
Oh wow.
That is heads on
Is it
both
because I
sides.
asked? Is it because
Yeah,
I
is it a
asked?
trick thing?
Is it because I asked for money that's a disadvantage?
Yeah, it's one thing to haggle, it's another person to say, give me $1,000, and also, that's robbery. What you were describing is robbery.
Got hella greedy.
I got too greedy. Henry said he was so good.
The power went immediately to Daryl's head.
So heads is a 20, tails is a natural 1. You gotta flip it twice, and if either of them are a tails, it's a tails.
I have for my personal collection a 1885
Hell
silver
yeah.
dollar. Do me a favor, don't like flip it onto the floor. Like flip it onto the carpet, would you?
I'll flip it on and do the turn. You want to check it?
Yeah, check it. You can check it. You can check it. You can check it.
Okay, here I go.
Nothing
So
up my
heads is good.
sleeves.
Heads is good. If you get either of these or tails, it is
I
going
would
to be
argue that
tails.
tails is good, my man.
Man, nice. Heads.
Heads.
We've got heads.
We got
Alright.
one more to go.
I look at her, I'm like, I'm just saying, we're doing you a big favor taking these off your heads. These are a problem.
All right.
Heads! Oh, yes! So what do you think?
I did it my way.
Mom goes, well, when you put it that way. She goes, you know what? It's worth it for the patent on the pocket thing. Heck with it. Yeah, take them and take 1,000 gold. That thing that you clearly had so little of that you needed 1,000 more.
Fucking idiot, Anthony. I get paid in 200 gold. I go, here you go, buddy.
Payton buys a gun. Payton buys a gun.
Oh god.
Paul's like, make sure they lose it in this mall.
Andy, you stupid idiot. You thought you could get us to lose money? Wrong.
God.
Dads always make money all the time.
God.
Now, kids, when a windfall like this happens, we don't just, you're still keeping $1 a week for allowance. You understand?
Except for Peyton.
Except for Peyton. Well, this is training. Look, if one of you come up with an extracurricular idea or something that you want to do, we'll pay for it. Don't worry about it.
You could start your own business.
Yeah.
We fucking
Crush
this shit,
We
dude.
crushed this.
Speed run Anthony's mall dungeon. Why did you give Peyton
No,
200?
I didn't give it to him. I gave it to her. I was like, hey, let the kid get 10 shots at your face.
Oh, you're paying so Payton can.
You're allowing Payton to beat
So
the
you robbed
Wait,
this
wait,
person,
so
and now
you-
you're
And then-
paying
So
for a child
to
to
beat a woman,
First of
yeah.
all, let's make it clear. It's not some weird thing that she has a sign that says $20 to punch my face. I feel like it's pretty good. She's getting a lot of money for not doing much, clearly. So I'm giving
This
her
is
back 200
Fucking
gold.
late capitalism in a nutshell is this guy just stealing money and then giving it to a kid to punch you in the face, and you can earn back a fraction of it.
So this is another item from our group. So Peyton goes, the punching thing, yeah, sure. Are there any other items, like something a little more top shelf? Something
It's
that's
like
not
a charity. I can't give you money. You just choose something else with it.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Maul. Is there anything that you've got that's maybe for the more discerning consumer? And Maul goes, I mean, there's the big angry metal thing that's not really useful. That's like basically is not good for anything. It's just a big metal, the JD. And he goes, oh, tell me more about the JD. And she goes, yeah, come follow me. And he
We
leads.
all follow.
No, she goes, you stay here. She leads Peyton into the back where her workshop is, and you hear Peyton go, I'll take it. And then you hear, and then a John Deere 1 Series 1023 subcompact tractor mower with a 22.4 horsepower.
Do you have another one?
Nope, this one's mine.
Do you have another one?
Nope, this is the only one. I checked.
Peyton, how much for it?
Hey, it's priceless. It belongs to me.
Take the money from Daryl. You've lost your money privileges, young man. You are out of control. Get it together.
So this was sent to us by Johnny Stanton. According to Johnny Stanton, the 102E John Deere has a speed of 10 feet per round.
Per round of husking.
It can be used by a creature with vehicle proficiency or a DC 18 intelligence check, or someone who knows how to use it turning it on in the first place, which is what happened here. The vehicle is being used by a creature and enters the spec of another creature. That creature takes 5d10 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
It can also shorten a field of grass. So yeah, that's something that Peyton has now.
Hey, Peyton, don't you think maybe Walter would like using that?
Oh shit, that's actually a really good point. Walter, do you want my cool tractor? And Walter goes, well, I suppose I could combine it with my wheelchair design and make quite a behemoth if I could say so myself. And Peyton's like, you know what? This is my gift to you for having such a cool voice and for sounding so distinct to me.
Peyton, I'm
And-
really proud of you for that.
Yeah.
You know what? You deserve it.
I
You
also,
took all
I
my
also
gold.
bought this gun.
Absolutely not, Daryl.
No. Under no circumstances. Look, until my dying breath, you will never step foot inside this John Deere tractor.
I think it should be very clear at this point that Grant is
Inside?
incredibly
How big is
spoiled.
it?
Yeah,
Grant's the best PC. Daryl hired like 20 different people for bots to buy the new graphics card. for him.
Grant's true. Daryl went onto like a website to get the 3090 and he paid way too much for it.
Carol definitely comes back and like points at the credit card. Like it's like, what have you been buying, Grant?
Great. Congratulations. You came out 800 gold ahead. You walked away with 5 items, one of which is a tractor, and 800 more gold than when you started. So congratulations on that.
Could I get a pretzel?
We don't. Sorry, we don't. Wait, what's a pretzel? She grabs you by the shoulder. She goes, what's a pretzel?
What secrets do you have?
It's a food that wraps around you like a snake.
Everybody around you, I assume, who's
I
from
think like,
Earth is
Ron,
like,
what's
what
a
the
pretzel?"
fuck are you talking
That
about?
was beautiful, Ron. That's like the soul of a pretzel. It's like Emily Dickinson describing a hummingbird. It doesn't describe what it looks like, but you somehow describe what it is. That's exactly
Yeah,
what a
it's
pretzel
like the
is.
thing where the snake is eating itself, but it's dough.
The orc kisses you on the forehead and goes, right now we don't. One day we will.
I just realized I still have the thigh-high tube socks.
Oh, how much were the tube socks?
Those are on the house.
On the
Those
house.
are presumably covered by the $1,000 I just gave you.
Do you have like wooden slabs or like any? Yeah, just wood. Just
What
wooden,
the
just
fuck?
wood.
Wooden slabs?
Slabs. Like just big pieces of wood.
Like planks?
Yeah, like planks. That's
Yeah,
the
I've
word.
got some planks. That's how I build my stuff. Yeah, do you want some spare planks? I
Yeah,
have?
can we just like make like 2 big wings on the side of the John Deere so we can all just kind of sit on the John Deere and just like slowly cruise?
So
Jump this fucking podcast apart.
Walter's like, I could just build seats, and then she cuts them off and goes, no, I have 2 planks of wood that I can nail to the side of the John Deere.
And some chairs.
Could I have a
Some
plane?
wheels. That's like a slow-moving ground plane with the seats on the wings. It's what it looks like.
Okay. That happens, but it also lowers the speed by half.
Okay, that's fine.
So we'll get to Swankery Hill in 20 episodes.
Yeah. So this thing's going at 5 miles an hour.
We're going to
How do
Swankery
you think
Hill.
we should get out of this, listener? How do you think we should end this
Do you
episode?
have any like fast motor things?
Walter's like, again, Swankery Hill is within walking distance. I can take the kids back to the waterfall area.
No, Walter,
can
you're
take
coming.
Terry and
No, Walter, you're coming with us.
We're all going together.
We all want to go to Swankery Hill. You sure?
We should
I
get
don't
closer.
wanna-
No. Oh, what's up, Ron?
I don't want to go.
Okay. You know what? We don't have to go.
Well-
Daryl just starts walking away.
Whoa,
wait. What?
Hold on, Ron. What? So what do you? What? I know it's real scary, Ron, but you know we gotta think about. You gotta get home to Samantha, man, and we're all gonna be there. We're gonna be right here with you.
But what if something worse happens and we don't get home to Samantha? Samantha, you know, in our universe, sure dead anyway. And what if I can't save her or Terry?
Well, Ron, let me tell you, you figure out a way through it.
You really didn't.
Holy shit. Yeah, these records are better in person. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I guess, you know, I'll try to do better.
I look so that Ron doesn't hear. Yeah, Ron, why didn't you just think of it as like, look, if Glenn, you could do better than Glenn, right?
Yeah? Heck
Okay.
yeah. Heck yeah. Yeah.
Look, I don't know if that was a great thing to say to Glenn, but I don't think anything can be worse than losing our wives already. We got to try to get back to them, and it's
I
gonna
can
be.
think of a few things that are worse, yeah.
Well, sometimes it helps to say your fears out loud. It makes them less scary. So what feels worse than losing Samantha and Terry? You know, let's work on that.
Well, you know, Terry and I look at Terry and I'm trying to like play it cool, but also say exactly what I mean, which is like, Terry and I, we're on good terms now, and or sort of, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine. We're good. Yeah, we're good.
And well, I love him. I love you, Terry, and so
Thanks.
if Samantha's gone, and what else would Terry have if not, you know?
That can happen. Again, I lost my dad, but Ron, like Terry loves you and Terry's proud of you because you're the sort of person that's gonna go and try to save Samantha and get us all home. Like he's
I
proud of you.
like you. Just, I mean, love. We're kind of.
Terry, hey,
all right,
buddy.
All right, no, I just.
No, it's okay. Actually, you know, Terry, that makes it a lot better. Actually,
Hey, you're welcome. I'm glad you.
she's like, if he doesn't love me, then he'll be okay. If things go bad.
Shit.
Oh my God.
Ron,
Guys,
man.
we need Samantha. That's the only thing Daryl can. I think we need a therapist. So Ron, I think more than anything, we gotta we gotta save and get Samantha because I think we all gotta talk to Samantha.
Sometimes when I think about Willie, I get so angry, and I don't know. Now we have all these cool weapons and stuff like that, and I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared of a few different things. The things that I won't even say out loud. So they're pretty scary. Sometimes what scares me the most is how angry I am. Let's go to Swankery Hill.
Ooh.
Daddies is Matt Arnold as Daryl Wilson, Anthony Birch as our DM, Will Campos as Henry Oak, Beth May as Ron Stampler, and myself, Freddie Wong, as Glenn Close. Theme song is All Right by Maxton Waller. Courtney Theron is our content producer. Ashley Nicolette is our community manager. Chad Ellis provides additional editing. Robin Rapp is our transcriber. Additional sound mixing for the intro by Yi. Special thanks to Cameraman Ding Dong III, Mike Hicks, Michael, Ryan Peterson, and Johnny Stanton for items used in this campaign. Also special thanks to our patron Thumps for suggesting the palate cleanser of this episode. Those are just some of our Patreon supporters, and here's a few more. People like Ross Pitt, Asa Mimosa, Allison Davis, Alexander Sargent, Keegan Hebert, JD Rondeau, Eileen Devon Suits, William Vinther, Dissident Love, Melissa Miller, Jessica Chandler, Don Quixote, DJ, J-Boy32, Renee Greenia, Alex Widdison, Andrea Custer, Cameron Wetzel, Ben Waters, and Justin Pellerin. Hey, do you have plans for Father's Day that's coming up? You know, why not spend the evening with us here at Dungeons & Daddies, because we are gearing up to do our first ever online live show this Father's Day, June 20th, 5 p.m. Pacific time. 2 ways to be a part of this historic occasion. If you're a Patreon supporter at any level, you'll be able to watch this for free, so don't even worry about buying tickets. If you're not, well, you can either join our Patreon at patreon.com/DungeonsandDads, or you can throw $5 at us for tickets to the virtual online event. You can find all the details on our website, dungeonsanddads.com. That's our website. Our Twitter is Dungeons and Dads. Our subreddit is Dungeons and Daddies. Our next episode is June 15th, so we will see you then.
There was a time that you could read between the lines. You know they never brought you down. Never brought you down.
Guys, really quick, I leveled up and I feel like I lost hit points.
Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you this week by Ibotta Performance Network.
It's about a time we got Ibotta.
You might be listening to ads, but you might be one of those hardcore individuals who buys ads.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Moneybags.
Listen to me, Mr. Moneybags. Growing your business is crucial to success. Hell, you can't take chances on spending dollars and getting nothing in return. Why, that'd be bad business. With the Ibotta Performance Network, you can be confident your money is working just as hard as you are, and you can see the results to prove it. So Ibotta is a performance network. It's a consumer rewards platform for brands and retailers. They partner with over 2,000 industry-leading brands. They deliver targeted promotions, incremental sales, and unrivaled data analytics. God, I love those analytics. To measure real-time sales in stores and online, which means advertisers, that's you, only pay when it leads to a verified unit sold. And if you're a verified unit already,
I'm a verified unit.
Yeah. The IPN ensures your budgets work harder, reaching over 120 million shoppers nationwide with Ibotta's network of retailers, publishers, and owned properties. Advertisers on the IPN see an average 50% lift in incremental units sold. The Ibotta Performance Network. Promotions will never be the same. Lock in your campaign today and start seeing those incremental sales flowing in for your brand with the Ibotta Performance Network. Visit ipn.ibotta.com/daddies today to learn more. That's ipn.ibotta, ibotta.com/daddies today to learn more. That's ipn.ibotta.com/daddies. Terms and conditions apply. Dungeons & Daddies is brought to you this week by Liquid Death. It doesn't kill you.
Dude, everybody loves that joke.
Everyone loves that joke. It doesn't kill you. It hydrates you. It hydrates you. It's a new healthy beverage brand out there. Healthy Death. See, that's the fun of modern marketing.
That is so sick.
Irony. They look like tall boys. You may have seen them in the various stores you frequent. They're mountain water or flavored sparkling water, and they got iced teas now.
I'm feigning ignorance, but I really did taste one of the iced teas, and it was like legit delicious.
They got Rested Peach, Grim Leafer, Armless Palmer. Why do you think they call themselves Liquid Death? That just seems like something that might... You know why? I know exactly why. It's
Okay.
hardcore. If this was the 90s, they'd have commercials where it's like, drinks your mom won't drink.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's not for men.
It's not for your parents.
Okay.
People know Liquid Death is a healthy beverage with mountain water, flavored sparkling water, and iced tea. They got a bunch of beverage options, and they're non-alcoholic, even though they have all the cool association of alcohol.
I've heard so
In
many
terms of
people
the
be like,
look.
what if I get pulled over while drinking the non-alcoholic Liquid Death? I'm like, well, you'll be fine.
You can find Liquid Death's healthy beverages on Amazon or at a retailer near you. And Dungeons & Daddies listeners get 20% off their first Liquid Death apparel purchase exclusively at liquiddeath.com/daddies. Exclusions may apply. That's liquiddeath.com/daddies. And they got some pretty sick sweatshirts and t-shirts and hats too, by the way. Check it out. Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you this week by Dimension 20, our competitors.
Wow. What a flex.
This is great.
And against Filled Season, that means the real dropout.t. It can stand the
They're
load.
like broad at
Actually,
some point.
fuck
yeah.
you, play content. It's a great deal. And also, out. Go to... Dungeons and Daddies is brought to you this week by Babbel. Wie gefällt dir meine Podcast? That's German for, how do you like my podcast? Babbel is the second best way
What?
to learn language.
What's the first best way? The Matrix? Tank, I need to know German right now so I can understand Freddy's podcast joke.
Finding the true love of your life who speaks a different language.
Oh, that's
Close
the
enough.
best way.
Living where the language is spoken natively and using it every day. That's the best way.
Yeah.
But everyone can't do
Babbel
that.
will render you unconscious. You will wake up in a country with no passport, no cash, no ID, no memory of who you are.
With Babbel, you can start speaking a new language in 3 weeks and keep all your memories. 1 in 5 Americans have learned a new language on this bucket list. That's why you can check it out this summer with Babbel, because you can get going in about 3 weeks. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a private tutor or fooling yourself with language apps that are just games. That are just games.
You're
Don't
just
get
playing
those.
games.
Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons are designed by over 150 language experts to help you start speaking a new language in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel is designed by real people for real
It's
conversations.
me, Trace Samanas.
Trace Samanas. You're not getting away this
all
time.
of Babbel's tips and tools
I'll find you.
are approachable, accessible, rooted in real-life situations, and delivered with conversation-based teaching.
Ever since Quattro Zapatos killed my wife.
It's easy to pick up on how to order food, ask for directions, speak to merchants, stealing your phone out, consulting your language when you're on vacation. Studies from Yale, Michigan State University, and others continue to prove Babbel is better. For instance, one study found that using Babbel for 15 hours is the equivalent to a full semester in college. With over 10 million subscriptions sold, Babbel is real language learning from real conversations. So, here's our special limited time deal for our listeners. To get you started right now, get 55% off your Babbel subscription, but only for our listeners. At Babbel.com/daddies. That's 55% off Babbel.com/daddies. That's BABBEL.com/daddies. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Dungeons and Daddies is a rowdy, horny, violent podcast for grown-ups. Content warnings can be found in the episode description.
Previously on Project Runway.
This week, your challenge was to examine your feelings about fatherhood and explore your fears. Glenn, I know you recently experienced the loss of your demon son to a hell dimension. You are also a DJ.
Shit, but that don't bother me no more. I got my eyes up, baby.
Let's see your design.
Me and Nick Jr. got a pretzel. Boom.
So you didn't complete the design.
Heidi, Miss Bloom, if I may, maybe eating a pretzel was Glenn's design. Very symbolic and conceptual, Glenn. Great job. We're trying to support Glenn right now. He's going through a really tough time.
What about your design, Henry?
Oh, well, I made an ensemble with the utility of a backpack and the architecture of pants. A sort of cargo pants, if you will.
I see. How does that reflect one of your sons spontaneously hating you?
I really try to... Oh, my son!
Hey guys, I got some polos! Some green polos with a Pep Boys logo on it. Well, but the boys are us.
Ron, you're about to face your evil father. What was your design? I don't want to think about that now, but look at my fabulous die-high tube stars. Normally, we only eliminate one designer per episode, but in
Actually,
this
it's
case,
2 polo shirts.
I'm not sure anyone will survive next week.
Just got 1,000 gold, baby! And holy shit, is that John Deere tractor?
Welcome to Dungeons and Daddies, not a BDSM podcast. Instead, Dungeons and Dragons podcast about...
Oh, it's a Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Yeah.
Since when?
Yeah. It is about 4 dads, or I guess 3 dads and their
No,
friend.
you're a dad, Glenn.
3
Once a dad, always a dad.
4 dads. One might be the dad of the rat.
40 to 50 feral dads.
Feral dads belonging to a land of high fantasy and magic in the quest to rescue their lost sons. My name is Freddie Wong. I play Glenn Close, the rock and roll DJ bard of the group.
DJ Danger Close.
DJ Danger Close. This week's Glenn fact, a little bit more about the DJ career. Glenn got into DJing at a time when turntablism was super hot, so he got really good at doing the wiki, like all the sick, turntablism beats. There's the one thing you find out if you're good at turntablism and you play anywhere. Nobody wants to listen to you scratch records. No thank you. Hard no from everybody. So that's a skill set that went to waste.
I would actually like that. you know, so.
You say that now.
You say that now.
Because you.
Yeah, if you want to clear a dance floor, you take a song that people like and you start scratching over it and you just watch everybody stop moving.
They're like, oh, okay.
Okay, all right.
Hey everybody, my name is Matthew Arnold, real life dad playing a fictional dad.
Matt
named
Nipple Play Arnold.
Matt Nipple Play Arnold. That's what I'm known for.
What are you talking about?
I'm yes anding what Beth said. We're in a weird energy. You'll find out why during Anthony's dad fact.
Listener, I don't know what he's talking about. He just started saying nipple play.
Hi, I'm Anthony Gaslight Bird.
That's right. I play Daryl Wilson, a stay-at-home coach dad who becomes a barbarian upon entering the Forgotten Realms.
I have to stop myself from saying his wife every time you say it. Every episode.
Okay, so I have 2 dad facts. This is specifically because Anthony said the podcast is no longer going to be funny, so I have 2 dad facts.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I have 2 dad facts, neither of them funny. One of them's not funny by design, the other one's just probably not funny. One will be for next week, one's this week. Do you want the not funny one?
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yes, give me the intentionally not funny
The
one.
intentionally not funny one?
Yeah.
Okay, so for after Frank died, Daryl couldn't pick up the phone from his mother for about 10 years because his mom's the one that called him to tell him that his dad died.
God.
Wow, that's great.
He see the name and he just like couldn't answer. He would just have to call back later. He couldn't pick up that phone.
That's cool. But he'd still talk to her, you'd call her.
Yeah, eventually, yeah.
They haven't.
But he couldn't answer that phone because of what he remembered.
Because it might be that his dad was dead again.
Stupid.
Yeah, he was an idiot.
Daryl, your dad already
But
died.
worse is bad.
Okay, I've got good news and bad news, Daryl. I remarried. Bad news is he died too.
All right. Wow. Jeepers Creepers.
Nipple play. All right, go. Go, Will.
Hey everyone, I'm Will Campos. I play Henry Oak, the Birkenstock Rockin' Crunchy Munchy Nipple Whipple Druid Dad.
Nipple whipple? Yeah, I'll take a large nipple whipple. Does that come with sprinkles?
He's a druid, he's a dad, his name's Henry Oak, I play him. My Henry fact this week, Henry's favorite color is the rainbow.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it's like...
Happy Pride.
Yeah, happy Pride, and you know, it's... You know, it's like if all the colors come together, what can they accomplish? A beautiful rainbow. That's why it's his favorite color.
But they still say separate.
No, but they're all like...
Separate but equal. Yeah, I get it.
All right.
I thought that's
Stevie
beautiful.
Ferguson, I get it, yeah.
I love it.
Hello, my name is Beth May. Beth, Miracle Nip May.
The tangy zip of Miracle Whip.
Put them on anything.
And I play Ron Stampler, emotionally detached stepfather and rogue. Fun fact about Ron this week, that actually comes from...
Good for him.
Good for him.
actually comes
We're not going to
from...
make it through this episode.
I know, we'll be okay.
We're
be
so
okay.
scared of how fucking evil Anthony's gonna get
I
in 10
know.
seconds. It's like, get all the yucks out
No,
now.
I'm excited to be sad. Oh my god. Well, fun Beth May fact, I love crying. Okay, but also, fun fact about Ron, that came from Freddie.
Good for him.
I dreamt this dad fact, and I woke up and I was like, I guess this is okay. And she was like, it was good. I'm like, no, it wasn't that good. But
Well, actually, reading it now, I'm not actually sure.
What is this, a fucking writer's workshop? What is going on?
Just say
Bring
the thing.
dad
Just
back.
say the thing.
Okay. Ron has a porn folder, but it's not his. It belongs to whoever tore it out of the magazine originally. But I'm like, this still is like, what magazine? Where? Where did he find it? But you know what? I think that really captures...
Wait.
I don't understand.
He has a folder.
So is it a physical folder?
They pulled a manila folder out of a porn magazine?
It's Ron calls the centerfold in a porno mag the porn folder. It's a fold. You fold
That's
it.
funny. Okay, I get that. That's fun.
Okay.
Like a mad fold-in?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's like,
Okay.
and it's like, well, it's like Ron has a porn folder. It's like, yes, it's this one page.
I have a bunch. I have so many.
Yeah.
Hi, it's me, Anthony, your dad. When I say your dad, I'm referring to these 4 people, not you, listener. We're not friends. I want to head that parasocial bullshit off at the pass.
Nice.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
I don't know you. So my dad fact is the reason we're all kind of punch drunk is I got here what I thought was early. I was about 15 minutes early, and I was like, oh, you know what I can do while I'm here is get my will and testament signed over the internet using an online notary. And so it ended up taking an hour and a half, and everyone was just sitting here waiting to record while Matt and Freddie and I stood next to my camera talking to a notary in Florida who could not have been less enthused with our jokes. Really couldn't have. At some point, Matt, when I was signing, Matt said, she kind of laughed. Matt said, hey, have you ever notarized anything by somebody so famous as he was signing something? And she went, probably.
She was great.
I like Anthony starting off with this, like, I'm going to block my parasocial bullshit right now after 2 weeks of talking about his butthole wax and now talking about how he's preparing for his
You
own
can
demise.
know about my ass. You can't know about my heart. But that said, my will and testament is done. So when you see me, if you want to kill me, I can't argue with it. Also, here's a warning for this episode. There's a good chance they're going to meet Willie, and it's going to be really dark. So this is a content warning, not just for the listeners, but for everybody in this room. He's going to be peak mean. Nothing has changed with Willie. He's going to be a very bad, very cruel, emotionally abusive
Can't
person.
wait.
But I'm gonna be bringing the heat too.
Yeah, but
I
Beth
don't
is going
know.
to be...
Actually, I don't know.
So, to summarize, last episode you went to a mall, somehow got away with 1,000 extra gold.
Somehow.
You ended up with a John Deere lawnmower that, to use Matt's terms, wooden slabs were attached to that is now your transportation.
Just call us Parker Lewis because we can't lose. Anyone?
I don't
No.
want
No.
Parker
It was
Lewis
all-
can't lose.
It was a
It's
Ferris
sitcom.
Bueller type show, yeah. It was good.
Parker Lewis Can't Lose is an American teen sitcom that originally aired on Fox from
We're
September
getting to the dark
1990 to
stuff. You
June
can't run away from these
1993.
feelings
Produced by
forever.
Klein Phillips Productions.
William.
Okay, all right.
Last time we left you, you said you were on your way to Swankery Hill, the location of Ron Stampler's anchor and the final anchor of the group. And you had the suspicion that you were going to run into Willie.
What anchors have we actually destroyed, though?
You haven't destroyed any other than Glenn's blunt.
Did we destroy the blood?
No, I don't think we destroyed
No,
it. I
but
think
it's got no power anymore.
Yeah.
Well, you dropped it and it kind of broke because Daryl was trying to roll it into something, right?
And then Nick's not your kid anymore.
Yes, it has. It lost all of
lacks
its power.
But yeah, it's not broken. Just to summarize what happened with the other anchors, you still have them. The overnight oats you still have. The supper bowl you have, but you also know, because Aaron told you, that there was a cloaking spell on it, that the anchor isn't actually the supper bowl. The anchor is Hayden, and the supper bowl itself is just the cloaking spell.
Well, it's also like if we break the supper bowl, won't like...
And all of his memories will go back to him.
And he'll become my dad.
He has the soul of your dad right now. He will then also have the memories of your dad. But yeah, the final anchor, you don't know what form it'll take, but you know that it's in Swankery Hill. So do you want to just approach Swankery Hill and just get right to it?
In our John Deere.
Yeah, I mean, I could actually use somebody to take out some extra aggression on. Does anybody
Oh,
want
right here, buddy. Right
All
here. I
right.
put my arms up. Let's
Oh, well,
do it.
Ron,
Let's
you
do
could
it.
just like lower the blades on this mower and just be trimming as you go.
I could teach you some mindfulness breathing exercises.
I don't want, but you know what, Henry? What,
Ron?
what if you pretend to be Willie, and I'll just say
Oh, gosh.
everything that I
All right,
want to
we
say
can
to
do
him.
some role play. That's, all right, okay. Hey, Ron, it's me and Willie, your dad.
Hey, you're not a good person, and I don't think that you should be around here.
Well, you're stupid, Ron.
You stupid, and I don't think that you wear your clothes well, and you're dead.
Oh, ouch, you got me so bad. Oh.
Terry Jr. pats you on the back and goes, got him.
Hey, Ron,
Got
that
him.
was really good. That was really great. You know?
Yeah, no, I felt good about
Let
it.
me know if you want to try again and we can up the difficulty. I feel like that was like Willie on easy mode, but like
Really?
I don't know. I felt pretty angry, like that was me going pretty hard.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah.
Well, I was also thinking that, like, it's been a while since we've seen him, and so maybe he won't be, maybe he's changed his mind.
Ron, last he cut off Walter's legs just recently. I mean, bounty hunter. I mean, we can't.
I don't know why I'm defending him. Yeah.
Henry, just by instinct, is like devil's advocate.
Henry's like doing the defense attorney for the mafia. It wasn't actually Will.
Ron, I think a good mantra at times like this, a rantra, if you will, is to hope for the best but prepare for the worst. Maybe he's chilled out a little bit, but in case he hasn't, we got to go in ready. Ready for the. What is it, Glenn? How does it go?
It's ready for the big ride, baby.
Ready for the big ride, baby. I'm so fucking angry and pumped and manly, and I'm just gonna, there's no better businessman than I am, because I'm about business and I'm about man. And
You know what? Let's seize this energy before Ron crashes, because I feel like we're only gonna get so
what
much
do you
of
mean?
this.
What do you mean crash?
Let's go with the flow. Let's go with the, let's seize the moment and let's go. But first, I do want to say goodbye to my boys, because I assume we're not taking them with us, right? We're not gonna take the kids to Willie. Like, that's fucking scary. Guys, like, I'm pretty scared of him.
Terry's like, I should probably go, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because you need the sun. Yes.
Yeah, there might be stuff for me. I don't know.
Wait, actually, Terry, can I talk to you like, stepfather, stepson?
Yeah. What's up?
Well, like without all the rest of the guys.
Sure, for sure.
You know, I got a new will. You guys want to like notarize it with me? You guys want to be my witnesses? We can just do that for a while.
Terry's like,
while-
that's gonna take like 90 minutes.
we can do that for a while Ron talks.
You want me to witness?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you go off and do that, and I will do the manliest thing that one man can do, which is give advice to my stepson.
All right, what's up? Hit me with the advice.
Terry, you don't have to do this. You don't have to go with us. You can stay here.
I mean, like, I don't like want to go, but I feel like I should or am, like, because you don't want to go either.
No, but you're not even related to him. I mean, you're not even. He. Everything about him is nothing about you, and you had. Or I should have written out these note cards like I did last time we talked. I mean, if you know.
So Terry, as you're stuttering, just kind of takes you in both of his hands and just puts your head on his shoulder and just like taps you like you're the child. He's like, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay. I know it's scary. He's scary as hell. I didn't like being around him either. I mean, if you don't want me to go, I won't go. I was just saying maybe I should in case there's some magical. I don't know how this daddy magic stuff.
I don't really know how it works either.
But I mean, yeah. If it's more comfortable for me to not go, so I don't see you and him interacting, I can stay. If that's
Well, I just want you to know that you don't have to be this strong all the time. I think you keep having bad things happen, and somehow I know it's not really with my help. You kind of keep going in a way that I wish that I could. And Terry, I guess even though you're not a businessman, you're more than a man than I'm ever gonna be. And
you're so fucking mean to yourself, Jesus.
But I don't think you have to be a man to be strong. So I think I'm just gonna try to be strong.
Oof, man. I wish Mom were here.
Yeah, I miss her too. But Ron stands straight up. Okay, good talk, son.
Yeah.
Are you guys done? We've got about 2 more hours to go over here with the wills.
Okay.
You're all talking into a leaf, and it's just Aaron on the other side being like, guys, I don't know what to tell you. It's not going to actually hold up in a court. The courts here are very bad.
Okay.
All right, well,
Aaron.
just between you guys and me, if I die, I mean, my stuff's going to go to my sons and my wife, but,
same.
Feel free to help out, with my family,
Oh, yeah, of course.
Because that's, I'm there for you guys, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Glenn, if you want me to feed your rat when you're dead, like, I can take care
No,
of
it's
it.
okay. I'll never die.
All right. Well, yeah,
okay,
All right,
that's good.
seems like we're all ready to go.
So, do you want Terry Jr. to come with?
Ooh.
We want any of the kids. I was gonna say like.
I think let's.
Okay.
So what do we want to do with all the other? I mean, the group talk. All the kids should have a say too. Also, Peyton.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, real quick, bud.
Yeah.
What do you want to do about Willie?
First of all, kill him, obviously. Right across the crotch.
I really don't know how to talk to you, Peyton, anymore. Like, I'm like,
What do you mean?
You look a kid. You're a kid. You're also my
You've
dad.
always known and not known how to talk to me. I feel like a relationship has been rock solid. I've been your rock, and you have been around.
A rock.
But no, like I said when we were at the mall, I would prefer not to go.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But if you see him, obviously kill him. But yeah, no, I
It's
feel like
on site, Peyton.
that's my boy right there, and he says he high fives Glenn or tries to. I think with Walter being a little bit less mobile, it's not the worst thing in the world for me to be here helping him deal with my John Deere tractor. I could teach him how to use that sweet baby and get around on that and keep the kids safe. I'm
Hey,
the
Aaron,
dad now, so.
Aaron, have you hung up?
No, I'm here. I'm still here.
Could we leave them all with you? Because look at Walter.
We could pay you. We got a lot of money from a mall.
Yeah, we got a lot of money.
How much money do you have?
We have
Just
300
trust
gold.
us, sweetheart. It's enough.
So do a deception roll.
I'm not lying. We do have 300 gold.
God,
No,
don't
fuck
give
off.
me that.
Matt, use the coin. Use the
No, we haven't
coin.
long rested.
Oh,
Like, go to
sure.
sleep.
We sleep here for 8 hours.
I got a 7.
Okay, so with the 7, she goes,
Look, we got a lot of money, Aaron. You know we got a lot of money.
I know
took a
you
lot of
guys
money.
this well, and you're still trying to fucking
Well,
lie
look,
to me.
300 is
I
so much.
literally died for you. 500.
500?
500 gold. Take your kids, from what I can tell,
are rowdy. They punch trees. You know how much I like trees.
Well, Aaron, it's okay. You can take a discount because there's one of them's not with this anymore.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Glenn lost his kid.
Don't you feel bad?
Kind of, yeah.
He's got a rat now instead.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Let's call it 450 and call it even.
450. That's what Nick meant to you?
I think that we should go lower.
Are you talking to us or
Everybody. I think that it should be less money.
All right, somebody roll persuasion, see if you can get her to lie.
Persuade her.
I will roll persuasion. Let's see what happens when
I think Aaron
Glenn
walked in the
rolls
wrong
a
room.
persuasion. Oh no. 17 plus 14, 31.
What
So
do you say,
She gives
Aaron?
us $1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Glenn goes like, in fact, maybe you should pay us.
The honor.
So Aaron sees what she believes to be genuine sadness in Glenn's eye about the loss of his son.
Glenn right now is like a kid who is really sick, but knows still how to like make himself seem more sick. So his mom like rents him a Nintendo game or something like that. That's the energy right now.
So she's like, all right, the 300, I'll take it for 300. They can come by. I could just have some trees just sort of take them to my commune, I guess. Well, not commune, but like, yeah, our little compound. There's no creepy way to sound it. My town. We're making a cool town, a cool forest town with forest people. So yes, I will protect them.
Okay, great.
I put my hands on Peyton's shoulders and I go, Peyton,
Yeah.
do not tell her what that lawnmower does.
That, my friend, is a very, very good piece of advice. As you say that, the trees around you see begin to and slowly uproot themselves, and they amble over to the kids and lower their branches.
I'd like to say goodbye to my boys before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I take Lark and Sparrow aside and I say, boys, I wish we had more time to talk, but I gotta go help Ron get his anchor so we can all go home, okay?
Sparrow says, of course, of course. Mark just stares at you.
So you're gonna go be with Erin. You know, I want you to listen to everything she says, but I also wanted you both to know that I'm very, very proud of you for standing up for Walter. And before I left, I said that if you were good while I was gone, that I would give these back to you. And so I take out the gauntlets of ogre power, and I say,
You're just trying to make your kid like you again.
We could use those.
No, bribe him. It's a good idea.
it's not a I want to clarify that this is not a bribe. This is because I said beforehand when I took them away that if you were good to Walter, that I would give them back. That's something I said, and that's why I'm doing this. I also do hope that you like me, but I can't, I'm not, this isn't what this is about.
Father, I happily accept this bribe. And Sparrow takes one.
All right, Sparrow, I kind of don't want to give it to you if you're going to say it's a bribe.
Well, you can't take no takesies backsies. That's the first rule of bribing.
All right, but just so you know, this is not a bribe, and this is just because you were good, and people should honor their word, so I'm honoring my word, and one for each of you. Use them as you will, and protect your friends. Be good boys. I love you, and everything's going to be okay. And I give them each a glove.
Mark takes the glove, puts it on, flexes his fingers. You hear like almost a crunching as he flexes his fingers like super hard.
He's
and
like,
he just
I am inevitable.
and he just he nods and he starts walking toward the tree. And Sparrow's like, "Oh, wait for me, brother, wait for me," and follows out.
Glenn, do you want to say bye to your rat before I talk to my kid?
The rat crosses its arms and looks at Daryl with a cocked head.
Also, Glenn is the same pose. It's the same pose. Both of us have our arms crossed, and we just.
Ron's like, my name's Ron, Daryl.
I give Peyton a fist bound. I go, yeah, dad, son, like, stay cool.
No problem, dad, son, dad. Sorry.
Son, dad. So I have the bowl or whatever that if it's broken.
The supper bowl, yeah.
Yeah, so I say bye, Peyton, and then I take Grant aside. I say, hey, buddy, so obviously I don't know, like, Willie's the big one. Willie's bad news, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what's gonna happen. So look, man, you're strong, but if things happen, like, I don't want to, like, there's a chance that maybe I don't come back, right?
Oh, Jesus.
I know.
He grabs his hair.
I know. I'm gonna do everything I can to come back to you. I'm gonna do everything I can because I want to bring us home and I want to save Mom and I want to get us out of here. But if I can't, you need to break this, and you'll have maybe the best dad you could ever have. At least.
Fucking what? What are you talking about? I'm gonna break this bowl. I'm gonna get a good dad. What are you talking about?
Peyton.
This is too much.
Peyton.
I'm 12.
I know, son. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But
This poor kid.
there's a lot going on. But if this breaks, Peyton, I mean, that's my dad there, and he'll get his memories back. And I don't know how to deal with that right now, but I'm just saying if the worst comes to worst, you know, something's going to have to happen. I think I'm leaving this responsibility with you because you're the only person I can depend on right now because we're here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I can. Uh-huh. Yeah. So he takes the supper bowl from you, and okay, I rolled a d20. He got a 19. So he takes it.
Holy shit.
Very gingerly.
Holy shit.
Does not bobble it at all. Deep breath out. Deep breath in.
Is there anything you want to talk to me about or say before? There's a lot going on. I hate. Obviously, if we weren't here, I wouldn't be throwing this all at you because there wouldn't be this to throw at you anyways.
I know. Oh boy, it's just a lot. I'm just psyched for this all to be over.
Yeah,
just keep going. You know what? I actually kind of get the let's talk about this later thing. I'm not pushing. I get it. There's a lot, and you should. And he tries to hugs you with like one arm.
Let's do
a little hug.
Hug,
Okay.
buddy.
He holds the supper bowl with one hand and hugs you with the other. And he's like, you should be fine, right? Just run. If some bad stuff happens, just run. It's cool.
I love you, Grant. You're the best son I could have ever asked for.
Love you. Oh. I love you, Dad. Yes, thank you.
And Glenn kind of struts up in front of the group. It's like, now, folks, I know everyone's a little bit anxious and nervous right now, but as the deadliest dude in the game, and I whip out my Peyton Chucks and I do a flourish with them. Don't worry, nothing bad will ever happen. And we'll just do a quick flourish here. 13, yeah.
Okay, so you don't nut yourself for, I think, maybe the first time you've ever wielded these?
What do you do?
It's like inspiration to everybody, you know?
Hell yeah, Glenn.
You can see all the shoulders of the kids tighten as they wait for you to just hit yourself directly in the nuts, and you don't, and actually do a cool flourish, and they go, oh, okay, and they relax their shoulders a little bit, and they step onto the welcoming branches of the trees that then sort of all bow to you simultaneously, and then start their slow trek back as Walter follows
Forrest,
them.
Run,
Oh my God! Hey, that was pretty good. All right,
right.
Oh,
That's
man.
good.
If we get through this,
You get
Forrest Gump,
inspiration.
everybody.
All right.
That's a good one, right?
You know,
You get inspiration, Daryl.
I kind of don't like that the message of that movie is conformity, you know, but sure.
Yeah.
so yeah.
It is.
The forest begins to walk away, and you can see Walter in the wheelchair, sort of jury-rigged onto the John Deere mower, following them in close proximity.
I run in and give Walter a quick hug.
Thanks. Love you. Thank
Walter,
you.
I love you. Thank you for saving our sons. You're the best.
No problem. No
No,
problem.
I guess you're just the best.
Oh. Oh, gosh. Thank you. Thanks.
That's very sweet. Thank you. And he blushes in frog.
Can we do a doodlers all in real
Yeah.
quick? Just we're on.
Everyone's already like half a mile away.
No, they're
Oh,
gone.
no, come
just
back.
the fight. No, just us. Just the
You
dad.
hear the creaking of wood as the trees turn
No, you
back
guys are
around.
good. You
and
guys-
they like slowly point at you and then back at them and then like do we?
No, you guys are good.
No, you're good.
Okay. And then
Yeah.
they turn around and keep going.
Yeah, this is just for those that are playing this game right now, all right? Ron, we're here for you. We're gonna do this no matter what. Whatever you need from us, all right?
Doodlers on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Doodlers.
Squeak, squeak.
After 5 seconds of walking, Daryl's already sweating. He's like, God, I wish we had the John Deere.
And they were being carried by the trees too. They didn't even need it at this point. As you walk towards Swankery Hill,
Walking up towards Swankery Hill.
If we end the episode now, nothing bad will happen.
Ron, I almost said fingers, but Ron, with his fingers, looks at, or,
Fingers.
you know what? No, he does. In his pocket, in his tube sock cargo pocket, he fingers the lure that he tried so desperately to get out of the, what was it, a lake? It was a long time ago. Moat.
I'm assuming the lure does not still have the hook in it, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Ron has hella tetanus right
Yeah,
now.
I was gonna say.
Buried in
Well,
his.
you can finger something without touching the sharp end.
I
is
was
what
just gonna make you
say.
roll a d20 and see if you cut yourself on accident.
No, I would
because that
never.
be bad.
Oh my gosh, anchors. What? That's a fishing thing.
Yeah.
What if it's an anchor? That's my.
We figured it out, Anthony. Break the lure. We win.
You can feel the pull of your anchor, and it's pulling you towards Swankery Hill to the east.
Swanker.
Damn.
The hill.
Okay.
All right, no more
Think
putting
about
this
it.
off. No more putting this off.
All right.
Real quick, we get long rest in real quick.
Sure. Yeah. On the
we're
trail,
choosing
it's
to nap.
it's a day's walk, so you can take a nice hour nap. And let's go ahead and roll for wolves.
Finally, that hard-hitting D&D action.
I got a 4. 3 wolves appear.
Not the time, wolves.
The wolves put their front 2 paws up, like okay, and they just keep going. You're all healed up. You get all your spell slots back. All that shit.
Those wolves had to roll to run into us.
So yes, you walk through an idyllic forest, you hear the pitter-patter of wolves running away from you, the chirp of birds, the flap of butterfly wings, and you come across a clearing surrounded by trees, and this clearing is a nice hill. It looks like the kind of idyllic one you would put on the cover of a children's book to run up and then fetch a pail of water. At the top of this hill...
Oh, I know what happens.
It's like the Windows 98 desktop.
Yes, it's the Windows desktop. And the top of this hill is a quaint log cabin. And you can see smoke coming from the chimney of this log cabin. And you can feel, Ron, that your anchor is likely somewhere inside.
Ron, what do you think, man?
Well, yeah, I mean, let's go into the cabin. I guess.
Wait, Ron, you sure you don't want to like do a stakeout right now and just kind of like survey the scene here before we all go rushing in? That hill, I mean, it's just in the middle of everything. It feels like it's very exposed.
We could do The Patriot. You saw that movie, The Patriot?
Is that the one where we stand and say the pledge?
No. I mean, I like doing that too, but no, it's the.
I feel like Daryl has definitely done that like before a date to hype himself up.
Oh, man.
He likes to do the pledge.
Yeah, before prom.
Sorry, honey, I'm gonna need a minute.
To the Republic for which it stands.
One nation under God.
Looking around, dead-eyeing everybody. I meant, like, if there's bad people in there, maybe we just... This is gonna be evil, but like you just lock it, you burn them. You burn them all.
So you're saying we just light it on fire?
Yeah, but you lock the door first.
You'll shoot first and ask questions later.
No, I mean the point is we stake out and then we see if they're bad in there.
Guys,
Okay, what's up, Ron?
listen. I'm gonna go into the cabin.
Oh, okay.
You don't even need to come in, and then if anything bad happens, I'll yell, "Oh no, something bad is happening," and then you guys can burn it or something.
Well, we're not gonna burn it with you in there.
Terry's like, yeah, you would die.
I got an idea. Henry, you can talk to animals, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, my boy Nick Jr. here could be a little recon scout.
Squeakity squeak.
Oh, and I've got 2 other rats in here too, and my hat of vermin. Actually,
yeah.
I think I did 3.
Let's send some rats in. Let's do a little rat scouting.
Ron, I don't want to step on your idea, just to clarify, but like I'm concerned about you. So if we could at least, it would make me feel good if we could just check what's in there before you walked in. Is that cool?
Yeah,
Let's check what's in there and let's check what's in there. You know? You said you want to be so serious.
Will pointing to just me.
Just what's
Will
in
Campos pointed to Beth May as he said in
What's
there.
in there?
We'd
Yeah.
like to Ron. What's in Ron?
Just verbalize it.
Well, okay. Well, yeah, let's check what's inside here, Ron, because it's like you said you want to be so serious. So my question is, why so serious?
Okay.
Fuck me. God damn
Well,
it.
we can do that while
We'll
the
get
rats are
disadvantage.
scouting out.
That's a disadvantage.
Yeah, well, you get disadvantage on your next roll.
That's permo
You
disadvantage.
get disadvantage on your next roll and then talking to women forever.
Rachel.
All right, let's do these rats. I mean, let's not do.
Okay, hat of vermin. Hat of vermin. I would like 3 rats, please.
3 rats pop out.
All right, I cast Speak with Animals, and I talk to all 3 rats and Nick.
All right, so Nick Jr. immediately scampers down Glenn's body and then stands in front of the rats, and you can hear him in his rat voice saying like, all right, guys, first thing you need to know is I'm in charge. Keep your eyes on me, do what I do. This hand signal means go left. This hand signal means stop. All right.
Wait, are the rest of the rats like stupid?
Yeah, they're like, squeak, squeak. What?
Hey, rats.
Yeah.
So for one, it seems like you got a great leader here, Nick Jr. Are you like maybe really secretly the soul of Glenn's son, like but in rat body form? Because I was hoping maybe that was something that would be happening. Ah, too bad.
Not just me. I wish. That kid sounded great.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was.
Is. Hey.
I don't know what you're talking about, Henry, but whoever you're talking about was probably cool.
Glenn's like standing out the side, just like kind of staring off into the forest, just be like,
Just quietly end of anime credit sequence. The wind blowing your tunic back.
A full-on end of credit sequence of an anime is happening. It's like the wind is being swept. He's wearing, like he has a parasol for some reason. It's getting blown in. It's cherry
He feels
blossoms.
something behind him. For a second, he thinks it's Nick, but it was just a flower fluttering through the air.
In the background, Ron is writing down something on a piece of paper, and it's like chill beats to study relaxed.
If you listen really hard, you can hear a Japanese anime theme song like playing.
He really is writing something down. So.
Okay, so gentle rats, there's maybe a really, really, really bad dude in there. So just be on your guard. He's very powerful. He's very dangerous. So don't be a hero rat. Just go in, scout out the sitch, and come back with a mission report We're all rooting for you. We're all cheering you on. Hey, Daryl, is there like a Vince Lombardi quote that I could give to these rats? You know, just like, you know, I feel like the stuff I would say wouldn't get them pumped up just so much as like tranquil. So like, do you have like a fun like football thing I could say to them?
It's the 4th, and there's 1 yard. You rats can do it.
It's the 4th. There's 1 yard, and you rats can do the yard.
Nick Jr. just slowly turns and looks at Daryl and is like, what the fuck is this guy's whole fucking thing? Every word out of this guy, I swear to God. Oh.
What's
he saying?
Hey, I mean, I know he can be a lot sometimes. What's wrong with him?
He was just being weird earlier. Remember when we both crossed our arms and looked at him?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you know, well, he means well. But I support you guys, so...
In the back of my hand. Yeah, all right, I'm taking him in. We'll go in. All right.
All right.
Mission start. Ding, 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 ding. And you see and hear the rat humming the Mission Impossible theme song to himself as he leads the other 3 rats toward the cabin, and you can hear him like continue to hum it as he gets further and further away. It gets quieter and
In my
quieter.
head, like a hawk comes. It's just like,
Yeah, a hawk comes and grabs one of them, and it's like, oh no.
But then it takes them home to the Shire.
Why weren't the hawks there the entire adventure? Why didn't they just
Why didn't
pick
they
up
just
the
get
rats
the
to begin
anchors? The rats go in. There's a pregnant pause as you wait for any reaction at all. And then you can see the ruffling of grass in a trail heading towards you. And then the 2 rats, not the one that got picked up by the hawk, and Nick Jr. come back. And Nick Jr. goes, all right, here's what I saw. Pretty normal, a sort of log cabin interior. There was a stove with some fish frying on it. That's where the smoke in the chimney, etc.
okay.
What sort of fish?
I don't know for fish. I'm a rat. What
Daryl,
the fuck is this
Daryl,
guy?
let the man
This
talk.
fucking guy. This guy.
I'm hungry.
Jesus.
Daryl, like you got a weird vibe with this rat, so I just need you to. I appreciate.
I'm fucking watching
Look,
you.
I just.
I asked the fish.
We can let's just take it down a notch, and let's just Daryl. Why don't you
go join Glenn over there in the anime ending.
check on what's going on with Glenn? All right, so what's going on with this fish? What's the deal?
I mean, it's cooking. It's just a fish. Like,
Okay.
Inside there was like a dinner table and some chairs, and then there was a little desk on the side. And on the desk was it looked like a lockbox.
Was there anyone in the cabin?
No, nobody in the cabin. Empty.
Interesting, but the fish was frying. Like
It
someone,
was.
Okay.
Like maybe they did it and they're gonna come back or something.
I'm raising my hand.
I believe Daryl has a question for you, Nick. Jr.
Yes.
What is your real name?
I mean, you don't usually get too many names as a rat, so I took the first one I got. Nick Jr. is as good as any, so why not? Nick Jr.
Sure, that seems healthy. Let's go with that.
Can you ask the rat?
Yes.
How many people do you think could eat the fish that was cooking? Like how much we talking?
Daryl wants to know how much fish we're talking about, Mr. Rat.
There were 2 full fishes. I don't eat fish.
That's okay. That's
So
enough.
I don't know.
It's
Okay.
spotty whether or not I would even know what a fish is.
Yeah, I probably haven't seen a lot of them. I spent most of my life in a dungeon.
Well, that's great.
Anyway, yes, no, there's just nobody in there. Lockbox, fish, dinner table, chairs.
Can you ask if he knows how to open up a lockbox?
Or drag a fish over here.
Now you're talking, Glenn.
Do you guys think you could like drag that stuff out of here?
I mean, we'd have to open the door, and I can't like reach up to the door and twist it open.
I think we got to go in ourselves, guys. I feel like that's we can be real. It doesn't seem like he's home right now, though. So maybe we can just get in and out real quick. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna stay out and we should keep watch.
Yeah, that's
Half
actually
of us
a
keep
good idea.
watch.
Here's what I'll do. I hand Daryl my human gun.
Ooh.
And I'm like, if something goes...
Daryl instantly checks it, just knows how to use a gun.
I see you two have watched action movies and played video games.
Daryl does the disarm thing, but then he can't put it back together. Springs
He's
just
safety
fly
conscious.
everywhere.
No, Daryl's a responsible. He's not a gun owner, but
I love
definitely-
Matt saying, yeah, Daryl does he checks he knows how the gun works.
Hey, look, I don't know how guns work. I don't know who Vince Lombardi is. Okay, but Daryl does.
Perfect.
And I say, listen, Daryl, if someone's coming back or if you need to signal us, fire this into the air, or even at them. I mean, do whatever you want with it, but that'll let us know.
As I check the gun as a responsible gun owner and gun expert would, I say, of course, Glenn, just like Vince Lombardi says, it's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up. And then I cock the gun.
Seems like an irrelevant quote, but okay, sure.
Hey, Glenn, you know what? Confidence is contagious, but so is lack of confidence. Vince
Dang it,
Lombardi
you're right,
said that,
you're
and right
right.
now you're showing a lack of confidence.
You're right.
All
Daryl.
right, boys, let's go. Let's strike while the Ron, are you ready?
Let's just do it. Let's go in. Yeah.
Okay, so everybody or just you, Ron? Because you were saying just you before.
Will somebody come with me?
I was gonna say Daryl can keep a lookout with the gun. I can fly overhead in hawk form.
Ooh, love that.
Keep an eye on the distance.
Maybe we should give you the gun as the hawk. You know what I mean? That'd be.
Have you ever used a gun?
Gosh, no,
Okay,
absolutely
yeah,
not.
absolutely. Sorry, Glenn. Absolutely not. Not if he's not a.
This seems
knows
like
how
we
to
got
use a gun.
multiple.
I put daisies in a couple of guns before.
Okay. So
just practice, not at a protest,
He's
but
a
just
scout.
so I would know how to do it in the moment if it ever came up.
Henry will call out where the bad guys are coming if I gotta. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna want to shoot this thing, but like, anyways.
Hey, Daryl, will you watch Terry?
Yeah, of course. If you don't want him to come in, yeah, I'll keep watching. I
can stay here,
So it's just gonna be me and Ron.
The two most emotionally stable. We haven't seen a Glenn Ron
Yeah, the
bit
team
in a
up we've
while.
been waiting
Let's do
for.
it.
Why not?
All right, Ron, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, and then Glenn starts crawling, like commando crawling through the tall grass towards this cabin.
Nick Jr.'s like, that's my dad. That's my dad.
Dungeons and Dice is brought to you this week by Pretty Litter, and for once, I can speak directly.
Yes,
to
Freddy's got a kitty
this,
now.
'cause I got a cat. Hey, Kitty's right
Little
here.
baby Temoku.
When it comes to doing things around the house, we can be slackers. And when given the choice between doing something fun or cleaning the litter box,
She's looking at you. She loves you.
Hey, bud. We use Pretty Litter. I use Pretty Litter, and it's been really, really good. Nothing beats Pretty Litter's ability to trap odor, which is fantastic. Ultra absorbent, it's lightweight, low dust, and 1 6-pound bag works up to a month without clumping, which means you're not wasting litter anymore. And Pretty Litter's crystals
What does
change
that mean, not clump?
We all go for that.
to indicate early signs of space. Like, really has the best cat. She's licking her ass.
The first best way to wake up in a country.
Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for
Simonis. You're not getting away this time.
just games into
I'll
a
find
flash. You'll need your phone out, consulting your language. Here's our special limited time deal for our.
Okay, so you just gonna open the door and go in?
Sure.
Glenn has crawled this entire way.
Great. While Ron is walking, I assume.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you open the door. The smell of rare, not quite done fish hits your nostrils. The room is empty, and just like Nick Jr. said, there's a desk in the corner of the room, and on the desk is a small wooden treasure chest kind of thing, but like at the size of a human lockbox, of an earth lockbox.
Like a tackle box.
Wait, Ron, throw like a
Yes.
rock or something in here just in case there's some kind of trickery afoot.
Okay, do you have a rock?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, I hand Ron a rock from the ground.
Where do you get your improv abilities? Some people they study at the Groundlings. Some people UCB. For Frederick,
I learned from the best.
just natural.
I was born with it, baby.
Do you have any other rocks? I like this one fine, but I almost don't want to waste it.
You're right. Let me ask the rock expert. I got a signal for Henry to come down.
I swoop down and go, caw-caw,
I go, hey, Ron needs like a rock.
caw-caw, and then Henry just fucking swoops off, and within like 2 seconds comes back with a beautiful quartz crystal.
Nice.
What's going on over there?
Give
Like
a
cocking
shit.
a gun?
Am
Why-
I right, fellas?
Henry, what's going on? Why are you going down there? What's that? Should I come up there?
And
Okay, I throw a rock.
You throw the rock like underhand, just like lobbing it in there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rattles onto the ground. Nothing happens.
Seems safe.
Can we examine the door, maybe?
Yes.
just in
Why
case?
don't you roll some Arcana for me?
What can
Okay.
we roll?
Some Arcana, some Perception.
Oh, natural 20. 20 plus 3.
All right.
I got a 3. Things are looking good for me.
Yeah, for you, as far as you can tell, everything's great. Glenn, you can tell that this entire cabin does not seem to be magically trapped in any way. With your 20, you can feel some energy coming from that lockbox.
Hey, Ron, I'm getting some vibes off of that lockbox.
Can I tell where my anchor feels like it might be?
Once Glenn points out, hey, that lockbox, there's vibes coming from that, you can feel yourself being pulled toward that box.
Yeah. I also have vibes. Great. Are there any like oven mitts then by the fish that I can use to like kind of lift up the? Because what if it stings me?
No oven mitts.
Probably flip it, though.
There's a frying pan and a spoon, but yeah.
use your shirt.
I'm not gonna use my shirt. My shirt's nice.
Aw, Daryl hears that. He's like, aw.
Okay, I'm gonna try to lift open the box.
Okay, so the box is locked. It's pretty light.
Classic.
The second you touch it, you feel like, oh my gosh, your anchor is inside this box. So you can't see a lock on the box itself, but when you try to open it, it just won't move. And you can see on the lid, etched into this lid, are the letters P, W, and then a colon, and then the letters I, L, U.
Sorry, I'm just gonna write that out on my palm here.
You need to write it out. It's right in front of you.
W. PW comma what?
I, L, U.
I love you.
So you feel the box vibrate in your hand, but it doesn't click open. So give me an Arcana roll, you and or Glenn.
I'm fucking so nervous right now.
3, 7.
No, you have no idea.
I got a 15. Ineligible llama uprising.
moved right past what you just said. With the 15, you can tell that the password was probably correct, which is why the box vibrated, but the password has to be spoken by the person who closed the box in the first place, and that is not you.
I wonder who it is, and I don't think it's gonna happen.
So Daryl, outside, you hear footsteps coming from the forest. What are you going to do before they get to you?
I have proper trigger finger. Freddie, how would you say
Trigger
that?
discipline?
No,
Trigger
you have it
discipline?
right. You have it
Trigger
right.
finger. I got
He has proper trigger finger.
I keep talking about it.
He's fingering just right.
I'm showing Terry like, so this is the proper trigger finger when you hold a
Terry's
hold a
like, I don't think
firearm.
it's called that. I don't think you.
You gotta go to physical therapy for trigger finger.
And I say, hey, who's there?
Okay. So you hear the footsteps stop, and then you hear them resume again, and he goes, oh, hey, how you doing? And you hear the voice of Willie Stampler as he emerges from the trees behind you, and you see that he's holding a hook with a couple of fish on it over his shoulder.
What kind of fish?
Fantasy fish you've never seen before. They look like trout. And he's got a fishing rod in his other hand. He keeps walking towards you, and he goes, run inside?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey,
And he keeps walking past you.
Hey, everybody, Willie's here, and hey, Willie, I got a gun.
Good for you.
I would, can you stop for a sec?
Nope. He keeps walking toward the cabin.
I start following
You weren't
him.
gonna fucking fire your gun?
The whole point was that you were gonna shoot the gun in the air to
that
warn
I
everybody.
gave you the
Wait,
fucking
no, but
gun.
I screamed, Willie's here. You can hear me. I was literally talking about the password. Why would I wait?
I love this guy fucking frazzled you so bad.
I want what?
He did literally nothing, and immediately the plan fell apart.
Ron inside the cabin is like, wow, everything seems fine.
I want to be clear. I'm not one that like to nitpick on you making fun of me, but for 1 second, I just want to make sure that I understand. You think it'd be better for me to waste a fucking magical bullet than just scream out loud that Willie's here?
Yeah, you wanna know why?
Why?
Because that magical bullet, like you just said, is a magical bullet. So when you fired it in the air, it would have given you a hint
So I can do
about
that
what
now.
the fuck to do. You totally weren't until I brought it up.
No, you can use. Anyways, honestly, I'm not gonna waste a bullet. I'm warning you all.
Henry swoops down to the window and flaps.
I mean, they've heard that.
He seems to be trying to communicate
They heard
with
Willie's
us.
coming the moment I saw Willie.
All right, so
you-
Terry is running up behind you, and so Willie opens the door, and yeah, you see your dad for the first time in a long time. And he goes, yeah, everybody can come in, it's all good, there's chairs for everybody. And you can see now that there are chairs for all of you. And he walks past you, Ron, without looking at you, and flips the two fish, and then puts the fish up against the wall.
Yeah, I don't know if you all heard, but Willie's here.
He looks at the fish, he goes like, yeah, these are good enough. And he takes out two plates, and he puts both of the fish on one, and then puts the second plate under the first plate, and then puts it down on the table, takes a fork out of his cloak, and then just starts eating. He's eating, he's not looking at any of you, he's looking down, and he points his fork at the box. He goes, yeah, your anchor's right there. Go ahead. Oh, you saw it. You know that you can't open it unless I say something, I assume? You found that out? I'm sorry, I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, you need my password, right?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be great, yeah, if you just wanna.
No. So yeah, here's what we're gonna do. Sit down. We're gonna talk for a while. We're just gonna have a nice conversation, and then at the end of it,
Yeah.
I'll open it up for
Yeah,
you.
okay. Right. So, Dad, what do you want to talk about? I mean, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, bass in your voice, boy. Wow. He slaps his chest and he says, so, obviously, you're all gonna die. I've got some wizards and some warlocks. They're actually working on closing the portal back to your world as we speak. So, sort of a last chance kind of situation for you. I know you got the other three anchors. Good for you. Hey, I'm proud of you.
You are?
No, it was a fucking saying. Calm down, Jesus. But yeah, you can give me the kids. You can die. Terry, you still count. I mean, you're not his, whatever.
So, what do you want to talk about?
Are you gonna give up? Or are you gonna give the kids up? By all means, feel free to try to kill me because not to brag, I am way more powerful than you. I will completely fuck you up.
We don't need to fucking lay a finger on you, loser. We got a goblin army on the way already. Bluff him a little bit.
Okay.
What's it, deception?
Yeah, it would be deception.
3 plus 14, 17?
17's not gonna work against him. He goes, hey, you.
Did you say goblin? I meant.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking to him. Don't ever do that to me again. Don't ever try that. It's disrespectful. I'm not a fucking idiot.
I know.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to Glenn. Glenn, don't ever do that again.
Do what?
Try to lie to me. I'm not.
About what?
Here's the thing.
About what? Lie
you
about
guys,
what?
You guys just got here. I've been here for so fucking long. If you were gonna actually lie, you should have lied about something impressive. Goblins? I fucking eat goblins for breakfast. It doesn't matter.
And then I turn to the dads with a big old smile on my face. I go, you mean goblin on these nuts? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god, what did you do? He's gonna kill us! These nuts! The fucking 2000 IQ play, ladies and gentlemen!
Literally on my notepad, I have Sugma. Like, I'm like, how am I gonna get him to say Sugma?
Daryl is laughing so hard and just like pointing
I'm fucking
at
high-fiving everyone.
Yes.
Everyone is
Holy
giving me
shit.
daps.
Henry D. Birds to fucking high five Glenn.
Glenn, how much HP do you have?
93.
Oh my
Shit,
god.
that's not a question to play here.
I die happy, baby. I'll see my son in hell, bitch.
Think in hell.
First of all, that's inspiration, right?
Oh, for sure.
That's inspiration.
The entire party gets inspiration for that.
Hell yeah.
Freddie, I'm gonna send you a link in Discord.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Why don't you go ahead and read everything that's on that page in that box?
God.
Power word kill. You utter a word of power that can compel one creature you can see within range to die instantly. If the creature you choose has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies. Otherwise, the spell has no effect.
So, Willie, as you're cackling over Goblin these nuts,
Wait, Dad.
he points and he's about to say die. What are you gonna do? Why don't you roll
Roll for Ligma.
roll dexterity to see if you can stop him from doing this, from like interrupting him verbally.
Okay.
Just want to be real clear, everybody, real quick. Worth it. Fucking worth it.
Okay, I got a 17 plus 1.
What are you going to do with that? You've got basically the dexterity to like do a thing before he can finish saying
Oh
die.
god, what am I gonna...
Just to clarify, there's no like save for it.
No, it's one of the most powerful spells in all of D&D because there is no save, it just happens.
I'm going to steal a piece of his fish.
Oh shit.
Wow. Okay, so he is about to say die to Glenn. He is about to use power word kill to kill Glenn.
I'm like, you gonna fish that?
Oh shit.
And would you like pull the plate away?
Yeah.
So he stops really quickly, just grabs your wrist, and then immediately starts twisting it. And you can feel the bones in your wrist beginning to strain and hurt.
My god.
You can also see that as you do that, for the first time, you can see surprise and indignation in Willie's eyes. Like he's never seen you dare to do something that aggressive before.
Is he drinking anything?
Let's say, yeah, he took a flask out of his robe and it's balanced on the table.
Okay. I want to use sleight of hand while he's distracted to put his flask in the beer koozie of truth.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand roll.
Oh, baby.
I got a 16.
Okay, so he gets a 19 of his perception, and he sees you trying to put it on, and he goes, yeah, go ahead, keep it on, go ahead, put it on there.
Okay, cool, thanks. Yeah, all right. You know,
He takes a
just
swig from it, he goes, all right, what do you got? Well, let me see. And he looks at the beer koozie, he goes, and he's still holding on to Ron's wrist, it's still twisting it, and he goes, so energy from this? Yeah, 3 questions you can ask me? Yeah, ask me whatever the fuck you want.
I ask him, what's the password for the anchor box?
He goes, oh, it's, you already know what it is. I heard you from
I
outside.
asked you a fucking question. What is the password? I didn't ask you, do I know what it is? I asked you, what is it?
He cocks his head and he goes, oh, okay. I can see why Barry tolerates you. The password is, I love you. And you can feel the box in your hands click a little bit. And before you can open it, though, he lets go of your wrist, Ron, and he slams his hand down on top of the box. He goes, now, you can look inside this. I just want you to know the reason that it's your anchor. You all know how Daddy Magic works. I'm assuming you don't.
We got a book on it, but we didn't read it.
Yeah, you didn't read
I
it.
mean, we're here, buddy. Like,
Yeah.
Like we have our kids.
Sure, yeah. But you're here. That's my point. You're not back home. So yeah, Daddy Magic. It's all based around strong emotions, and I was hoping I could like lead up to this more. It's a bummer. That's fine. It's fine. Yeah. So for all of you, the anger is a symbol of the relationship that you have with your dad. Whether that relationship is really strong in terms of love, or really negative in terms of hate. And this one, he says, pointing at Ron, not looking at him. I know you've wondered a lot how I feel about you, what the strength of our connection is. And The physicalization of that connection is right in here. But yeah, you got 2 more questions. Why rush this? I'm having fun. This is fun. Why rush this? 2 more questions, anytime you want.
Two more questions.
Oh my God, you've been all this time, all this way, all these things you could ask, and you finally meet me, and this is what... Jesus Christ.
I shoot the gun. I shoot the gun in the air. Straight up. What should we do?
Everybody goes like, ah! Like, you know, it's very loud in this enclosed space. The windows blow out.
It's not an explosion.
And in the smoke of the gun, you can see the head of Ron Stampler. And then the smoke, almost as if it was a camera, you can see Ron's head get bigger and bigger, like the camera's zooming in, and it goes inside his ear and travels along some pathways.
Like Fast and the Furious.
Damn.
Yeah. And then you see a brain. Willie goes, fuck, spoilers, and starts waving his hand in the air trying to dissipate the smoke. And he goes, God, I had a whole fucking...
I shoot the gun again. I go, what did that mean?
So the smoke this time takes the form of letters, and they spill out the words, you'll have to go inside Ron's brain. And Willie's just like, for fuck's sake! How are you this fucking dumb? How have you all survived this long? I never thought a group of these fucking assholes, my son would be the smartest one here. That's fucking embarrassing for me more than anybody.
You think I'm smart?
I
Fuck,
said
that's
smarter.
one of the questions.
No, Ron, I do not think you're smart. I could have fucking told you that one without this, Koozie. You got one more.
What's in the box? Like a little portal, and we go into his brain so that we can fucking convince him that
forget you saw the fucking portal.
I was too late. No, we saw it. So we ruined your stupid plan.
Yeah,
mister.
You really did. No, you really, really did. All right, you want to see what's on the fucking box?
Ron, are you ready to see what's in the box, man?
Yeah, because then I don't have to ask my last question. I can just sort of think about it for a while.
I try to get like Ron's eye. I'm trying to be like, you want Terry? I can walk out with Terry right now. I don't know if you want Terry to see
I just want to see what's in the box. What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
So, Willie turns to you and smiles a horrible, shit-eating smile. Unfortunately, Willie is very handsome. His smile is very handsome too.
Damn it! You hate that he's high.
It's
You hate to
infuriating.
see it.
Daryl doesn't think so.
Even
Daryl only sees
R.I.P. to you, but I'm
interviews.
different. Before he even says it, you get this feeling in your gut. You've wondered, presumably, for a fair amount of time, how this man thinks of you. You asked him if he loved you. He hung up before he could tell you. I assume that you've probably spent a fair amount of your life wondering if he hated you, because it would at least in some way explain the way that he treats you.
I just been wondering what I did, what it was that I wasn't enough for him to. I wonder what it is about me that it wasn't. I couldn't get him to love me.
As you say that, Willie smiles and he goes, you know what? I'll give you that answer for free. And he opens the box that was supposed to contain an item that symbolized his love of you, his hate of you, whatever strong emotion binds the two of you together, whatever that strong tether is between the two of you that anchors you down in this world and anchors him in your life. And I am so sorry, but the box is empty.
Oh, shit.
And Willie just says, I just don't give a shit about you. You were a mistake. You were an accident. Raw dogs, your mom, and you happened, and you just keep happening.
Yeah, I do. I'm my own person, Dad. I'm a businessman, and I have a stepson that I love, and I'm my own person, and I don't need you to love me. I can do this all by myself.
Willie scrunches up his nose and cocks his head and goes, "Oh, kiddo, it's not that simple." And you feel the cloaking spell that was on this box break. And you can feel that the anchor isn't inside the box. You feel a warm feeling in your head. And you can feel that the anchor it's not a physical thing that you could go quest. It was something you've been carrying with you all along, and it's in your mind. Whatever this anchor is, it's in you. It's in your mind. It's been with you for as far back as you can remember. It's a part of you.
Ron thinks about it, and then he says, I guess this means that I don't need you anymore.
Willie goes, Ronald. It's not about whether you need me. It's about whether you can get away from me. And hey, buddy, and he pokes you in the forehead and he goes, you can't. There's no way for you to get out of here. There's no way for you to get your ugly stepchild out of here. This is just what it is. And I want to thank you, because this is exactly what I wanted to get out of this conversation. Hey, I'll give you a fifth one for free. I was running out of daddy magic. My tank was getting a little bit low. But this look on your face, that denial, that sadness, that fucking dumb face that you have on all the goddamn time, that's what strengthens me. That's where I get my daddy magic from. So hey, thanks for the top up. And obviously I'm not. Really here, and he pulls down one of his eyelids, and you can see there's a dot underneath it. And he goes, "This is one of Barry's bodies." But
Fuck, dude, you're so full of shit, buddy. I just got you're full of shit for somebody that doesn't care about their son or think nothing of it. I don't know anybody more obsessed
with Ron. Are you kidding me?
And first of all, and shut up for a second, Willie. Ron, whatever he says, there's nothing I can say that's gonna fix this or you. But we love you. I love you. Henry loves you. We all love you. And Terry loves you. And whatever this fucking asshole says, we're gonna get through this. And whatever happens, we fucking love you. And
Ron, he's the fucking dirt that you grew out of.
And hey, buddy,
you're a goddamn flower, man.
Oh, God.
And he's the fucking soil that blossomed you. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm fucking glad he exists because you exist, and I fucking love you, man. And I don't give a shit what he says. You are beautiful.
Hey,
and he is a fucking coward. He can't even face you. You think you're scared of him? He is terrified of you, man. He can't even fucking be here himself to look you in the eye.
Hey, so Willie, if you need us to help you work out your shit, we're more than happy to do it for you. We'll be here for you. We'll fucking figure this out.
Asshole. Her name is Samantha.
So do what you need to do, because we're with Ron. So whatever you need to do, buddy, we'll figure it out for you. Fucking coward.
he's just like, oh, you guys
Let's go, guys. And I grab Ron. I'm like, let's get out of here.
So are we going in your brain?
You should go. You got a whole lot of stuff to do. Got a
Hey,
whole
we're
lot
talking,
of nothing
Willie.
to do.
You're dead in the real world. You're dead, and you know we're here, and we could just go back. We could just go back to the real world, and then you could stay here, and we would never bother you again.
No, I told you you're so trying so hard. No, I can't do that because again, I need the constant influx of daddy magic to keep me alive, and so I'm gonna get that from your kids, not from you. Don't really want to spend more time around you. So I'm pretty much done here. Like I said, the doors are gonna close pretty soon. You'll be trapped in here, and then you're basically gonna have no choice but to give me your kids. Don't need you so much as need just a kid I can take daddy magic from. But yeah, it's been real. Your friends are adorable, whether it's the weird one with the one arm whose kid is a demon now, great job. The one who his kids
fucking owned you, am I right, boys?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Fuck off, man.
Kids don't respect the other one, and then this one, oh boy, Daryl's a whole other fucking thing.
That's right, I can't even think of something mean to say.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Boy.
That's a shame, man.
But yeah, it's been real. Seacrest out, and then he puts his finger.
Shit, I like him now.
Oh my
He puts his fingers to his head.
Uh-oh.
He puts his fingers to his head like a little gun and goes, pew! And his eyes roll back into his head, and the homunculus body just slumps forward, dead onto the table.
I thought I'd know what to say, and then he was there, and I didn't know what to say.
Ron, you did great, man. You did really, really. I'm so proud of you, man. I hug Ron.
That's not something anybody should know how to respond to. That's what everything said was awful and not
Right.
true.
I don't know because I'm not in my brain. My brain probably knows what to
Now
say.
you're making sense, Ron. Dude, you are on my wavelength, man. I've been thinking that.
What, do we gotta go into his brain to do the anchor? Is that the?
Yeah, let's shoot the gun
Yeah,
again.
Daryl clearly should have had the gun from the first place because he fucking knows how to use it. So are we supposed to go in Ron's brain or something? Gun?
So you shoot the gun in the air again, and the smoke makes
The image
shape.
of Anthony Birch appears.
Basically. So the words, yes, comma, just call Erin, I guess. She'll explain everything in more detail.
Hey, Ron, you want to burn this cabin down?
Well, I mean,
Just have,
sometimes
the
fish and
just have
everything.
a desire to burn something. You know, I don't know if you guys ever get that feeling.
Ron,
I'm just gonna
however,
go set some stuff on fire.
Well, Glenn, hold your horses for just a second, buddy. Ron, however you want to express your emotions right now, this is a safe place, and we're here for you, and we'll back you up. You want to burn this place down, we'll rip to shreds. You want to let out a big cry, we're here for you, man.
Let's just,
You want to call Aaron?
yeah, let's call Aaron.
All right, man. So Henry grabs a leaf,
Yeah, the leaf that she keeps.
and I say, Aaron O'Neill, what secrets can you reveal?
Ooh, okay.
Answer the call as we ask. Let us know what is our task.
Aaron picks up and she's like,
You know you don't have to rhyme.
I know, it's just kind of a thing I do.
fun.
I'm a bit of a hip-hop star back home, so...
Nice.
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
So...
Oh, your kids are fine, by the way. We got them in the forest.
Hey, how's Lark doing? It's not really about me right now, but how's Lark doing?
He's like playing around on some of the branches with Sparrow, but I had to stop him from punching the trees a few times with the big glove on. I asked him to stop, and he was just like not receptive. And the other one, Sparrow, kept being like, "Oh, he's sorry. He's going through some."
Really good Sparrow impression.
Like,
holy shit.
They call me the woman of 1,000 voices.
Well, if you want to guide him towards a rock, maybe he can punch a rock, and that'll remind him of me, and then he'll want to punch that instead.
I don't know how healthy that is, but yeah, I could. I'll figure it out.
I know trees are your friends and all that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Listen, we found Ron's anchor. It was really intense over here, but it looks like it's a box, and we need to go into his brain. I think the anchor is like
in his brain.
In his brain. I think it's a
Magic School
I think
Bus
it's
or
like
something.
it's like a really sad Magic School Bus episode that's a metaphor for abuse. I think is what it is.
Most of those episodes sad.
Well, actually, if my brain is super big, then it might be a big. Never mind.
So Aaron goes like,
Aaron just pats Ron on the back.
So Aaron kind of scratches her hair and goes like,
okay, so it's probably like a memory thing or a personality thing or something, yeah, in your mind mentally. Oh, actually, you know what? This actually lines up pretty well with something that Vince and I were figuring out. Hey, Vince, come over here.
And you see the two-dimensional man like
No, he
walk
just
over like
turns. He's been there
Oh, yeah, he's been there the whole time. He turns 90 degrees and you can see him.
Vince, oh God,
Hey, Vince.
we gotta put a bell on you or something.
Vince's like,
Hey, what's up?
And he goes,
what about the Dimensional Witch?
and Vince goes,
Oh, yeah, I guess. Yeah. We, Aaron and I, we found the witch who cursed me to be two-dimensional like this.
But he liked it, and he stayed that way, right?
Well, I mean, I'm not psyched about
Okay,
it, but
sorry.
like we were gonna murder her.
Oh.
But if you want to find her first, because dimensions isn't just 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensions. It's also like scaling the dimensions of something.
There are 404 dimensions, if I remember correctly.
You're right.
Oh my God.
You're right.
I don't even know what to say to that.
But yeah, she could maybe dimension scale you and shrink you down, and sort of send you into Ron if you could find her.
So we're not like going into Ron's mindscape where we'd literally be like in his meat brain? Is that what you say?
I think it's kind of a both thing.
Oh, okay.
It's
All
kind of
right.
a magical spell
Well, yeah,
thing.
hit us up. Like, that seems like...
Could you loop us into that email?
While you're doing that, I have a question for you, Aaron.
Yeah, what's up?
Would you do a lot for 1,000 gold?
Yeah.
We kind of just got into 1,000 gold. So Willie said he was like shutting down the portal. It'd be good if we had like somebody doing some research or maybe trying to stop that while we're doing this. Like, I don't know if there's like, that's a lot of gold, right? I'm saying that's a lot of gold. And you're making a town.
Daryl, I know I'm not the business guy, but usually you don't start by giving them like a big number of money and then asking them if they would do a task for
I'm
that
treating
amount.
Aaron like family. That's because that's what Aaron is to us.
I mean,
yeah, I'm just saying. I feel like this, what I'm asking for is a lot, which is like, would you go and kind of be on the look, like not on the lookout, I would want more than a lookout for 1,000 gold. I'm just saying that Willie's trying to shut down the dimensional portals that got us here, and we need to go inside Ron's brain to be really good if we were like splitting up those tasks and like somebody was like
multitasking.
Yeah, figuring out what's going on with Willie. It's not fair that we just call you up, by the way, and just ask you questions. Like, we should pay you for it.
It's all like a retainer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, retainer.
Beth May knows all about retainers.
I do.
I used to have a retainer, and then I passed it a little while ago.
Yeah.
So Aaron says,
Yeah, for 1,000 gold, I could probably send some trees in at night, and they could be spying on him full time. I could figure out what the deal is, because if he's closing the portal, that means he's probably contracting out to a bunch of warlocks and wizards and shit.
I mean, for 1,000 gold, could we get some like mercenaries to like hit the camp occasionally? Slow
That's what I was
them
gonna
down?
say. Like,
All
yeah,
right, Aaron,
I could hire some mercenaries to like.
What
mess
about a
with them.
team of anti-wizards? What if we hire our own wizards to undo their wizard spell? Yeah, maybe we can hire some wizards to like slow down their magic with our own magic.
Okay, sure. Actually, just turn and find the nearest tree,
and give it the 1,000 gold, and I will.
Just deposit it into any like.
The nearest tree is like 400 yards away, and Daryl goes, and he just starts running. He runs down the hill. I'll be right back, guys.
This is remarkably convenient.
And then I walk back up the hill.
So the tree takes it
Bark
from you,
of America.
and like the inverse of the fucking thing from Spirited Away, puts all the gold into its like mouth, and then starts walking, clinking with every step.
Got a little strut there.
In the same direction that your kids left in. So Aaron goes,
Yes, okay, cool. So I will hire some wizards, some mercenaries, try to fuck up their ability to do that. That'll give you more time to do whatever you need to do. Because, yeah, it sounds like once you deal with...
Aaron, is it really going to give us more time, or is Anthony just going to tell us and give us more time?
No, it really will. Because Anthony had a plan to sort of have a certain number of people there that you had to maybe get rid of in the final battle, and maybe there's less of those now because you spent a shit ton of money making that less of an issue.
Just like real life, we can solve our problems and make life easier with money.
Yes.
All right.
So, yeah, that'll buy you some time. Just so you know, once you get Ron's anchor, you know, I guess, they were sort of in the end game, I guess, in a sense. So, be careful.
Hey, Aaron, I've been hoarding these mega elixirs. I have like 99 of them here, and I'm gonna probably end this whole thing with this entire, just like 99 of...
No, Glenn, you gotta hold on to those. We might need them later.
You're right. We can't use any of them.
The problem is Willie can do confuse, and then you'll just end up using those mega elixirs on him, and they'll turn you into a frog, and they'll do the whole fucking...
Anyway, I've been dragging these along this whole time. I've just been collecting them this whole time.
Shatter them all.
I have 500 scrolls of fireball. All right. Anyone else got one? Beth, gamer joke? We're doing them right now.
I'm sorry, I'm a woman.
The Dimensional Witch is living currently in a town called Askim.
That was sent to us by Martin Husby. Thank you, Martin.
Luckily enough, it is within a day's walk to your north. It's a little rundown, kind of ramshackle city.
Okay, is that anywhere close to Sugma? Anthony, let me have this, please.
From your workout playlist to your social media feed, Personals